we talking about, Miguel?
You know what? Let's just leave it and continue on with what we were doing.
Yeah.
She knows.
This is not the first time you guys have discussed that.
Oh yeah,
Right.
Yeah, I think I do remember discussing it once.
Shun the non-believer.
Well, she just needs to become a believer, and then she can, you know.
I think this is the first time I've been in this conversation.
Well, listen, like we judged you as being like adult enough to join it.
Yes.
This is one of the deeper ones. We'll say that.
Yeah, that was. Yeah, this was.
I think we've hit the surface level of this a few times. This was a couple feet down.
Yeah. Nothing deeper than fucking Vor. The depth of maturity.
A
And that's
fucking double
online for
meaning
life.
there. Yeah.
Well,
We are. Fucking, yeah.
I don't.
Next time it's going to get more philosophical.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay.
Good research.
Would like to give a recap of last week.
Got my notes up.
We're fucked.
That really depends on like how
I don't
nice
know.
these people are.
We thought about it. I've been thinking, and I think we can pull it off. Wouldn't be too bad.
I need to know where we started, and I think I can remember everything until that point.
Okay. If I remember, we were.
Oh, we're in the slave market.
Yeah.
Okay, so we were in the slave market.
Can you guys hold on real quick? Can you guys hear the music?
Yes.
Yes.
So, fucking Fanburst finally removed all of our music.
Yeah.
Since I have it in playlists, if I just click play on the playlist, it's still scrolling through the shit we don't have access to. So that's cool.
Damn.
Nice. Oh, that's
So we'll see how long that lasts.
Right.
That's fucking cool. Like this track, we're not supposed to have access to.
Oh.
I still.
What's
I
going
reckon
on
if we
with
did
Paul?
Discord, it would be okay.
Yeah, you just put rhythm on the thing, and yeah, it pretty much just big YouTube playlists.
What's going on with Paul for the evening? Is he joining late or?
No, he won't.
No,
be
I think he's boning his girlfriend for her birthday or something.
Always comes back to porn.
You know
No,
what?
you're right.
Anyways.
She's boring.
No, it's only
Say
porn
this
if
shit
he
because
takes
we're
it.
recording now.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with a little
So,
consensual
we were walking into the slave market. We split into teams. Only one team, I think, noticed that they were being like followed, and it wasn't a hostile follow. It was just like a keep eyes on follow, which we didn't learn until later. Regardless, went through this entire slave market, talked to a bunch of people who kind of really didn't help us, except for just one group who just knew a guy who had what we wanted. So took his word for it that he'd come in on a boat, tried to shake off the pursuers of ours, had little luck doing that. We all met up at an inn, which at our inn, which I gave us more info about like who's following us at which point. Another guy that was probably not following us, but with them, got thrown into the inn by another fellow band of adventurers who just didn't like it even more than us, and just threatened the guy's life. That happened. We intimidated a guy who wanted help from us. At least one of us did. He ended up asking help of the other group of adventurers. I was able to eavesdrop on that convo. I knew what was going on. I would have told you guys about that. But after, I think it was after that, we all went to go check out the slave trader who had what we wanted. Went to the dock worker, asked him, "Hey, did a ship come through coming from X?" And he said, "Yeah, but not before Victor dropped some unneeded authority." Find out where he was staying at. We went there, had a discussion.
I think it was before Victor dropped the authority. I'm just going to put that out there.
Right.
Okay, continue.
Okay. We found him, had a discussion, realized, holy shit, he doesn't. Not only does he not have what we want, but he could actually get it, which is okay, cool. We cannot fucking afford it, and a solution to the problem was suggested by Master Barley. But killing someone seemingly this powerful, probably not a good idea. So we had a little bit of a brainstorming session, and one of us spotted the fact that this fellow band of adventurers was up and about, sneaking around the town, which, we decided we're going to see what's going on over here, see if we can't get them to help us out. We follow them, and it seems like they're about to spring this person's wife from slavery, and Dirty Dan and Valentine are with them, and everyone else is outside.
Very good. So go ahead and everybody roll initiative.
All right.
That's great.
I cannot click the token on the... Oh, there we go. Now I can. Coolio.
Do you need me to give my health and AC?
I got yours off your sheet. If your sheet's
Okay.
correct, the token should be.
It should be. I've cast Mage Armor on me, and I cast Mage Armor on Victor as well.
Because Victor does not have his armor.
Yep. No,
Yeah, that's also true. That was weird.
So with my armor, I should be fine. I'm at 14 AC right now.
Excellent. We will get one roll for these guys. And we'll go ahead and do one roll for these.
I am still in a 27 stealth.
I'm killing it.
Yes, you are.
So Victor, your AC is 13 plus your Dex.
Yeah. It's the same with my normal armor.
There you go. If you ever forget your armor, just swing by me and I'll slap a Mage Armor upside your head.
Okay. So, Dan and Valentine, you do walk into this building. Again, you do see the giant orc, both hands around the head of what appears to just be a bodyguard, as he has him pressed up against the wall, his feet 2 to 3 feet off the ground, hanging in the air. You do also see the Durgar as well as the Dragonborn cornering another one of these bodyguards. You see the halfling seems to be picking a lock with a woman behind the cage that he's picking the lock to. There's a few other people locked up here, all of them quiet but curious, looking around at what's going on. And then you do see quite a few more stomping down the stairs. Now that the door is open, Dan and Valentine inside. Victor, you do hear commotion from inside. What would you like to do?
Oh yeah, I rolled a 20. First and foremost, I want to move up and peek inside.
Okay. Which, just peeking through that open door, you do see the same thing. You see, it looks like the half-elf and the Gith both preparing for the men coming down the stairs. Dan and Valentine kind of taking in the scene right there with you.
I guess I'm just gonna shoot a ray of frost against the guys up in the stairs.
Okay.
Which will be a
14 does hit for 2 cold damage.
And I move back behind cover.
Excellent. As you stand in the doorway, raising your hand, a cold blast blasts out right by your face, Valentine, catching this first guard coming down the stairs right in the chest as he seems to slow down a little bit. That takes it to their turn. Let's see here. So you watch as the Dragonborn doesn't even get a chance to move, as the Durgar with his large warhammer just puts it straight through the head of this man in the corner here. but not before you hear screams coming out of this man in the other corner being held by this full orc. And the screams get louder and louder for a couple seconds before his head just implodes in the hands of this giant orc. And he just lets it go, falling to the ground, his head completely concaved in at this point.
Okay, killing people. Got it.
Yeah, they don't seem to be taking any hostages at this point.
Cool.
Sev'Ren, what would you like to do? You do hear the screaming and commotion coming from the inside.
And I assume I saw Victor shoot the ray of frost.
You did. You saw Victor pop in the doorway, raise his hand, a blast of magic come out as he ducked back behind the doorway there.
All right, with that, I'm gonna get out my shield and at least and my longsword. And how far am I from the front door?
I'd say the map's fairly accurate. You're about 10 feet. Oh, sorry. if each square was 5 feet, you'd be about 10 feet. Yeah.
Oh, okay. In that case, yeah, I'll go.
Holy shit.
Go ahead. Yeah, I was thinking like, holy shit, 50 feet per square? Oh my god, it's gonna take forever for me to get inside.
It's accurate for the city. I forgot I actually updated it.
Gotcha. Okay. In that case, move ahead 10 feet, just kind of get an idea of what's going on inside.
Okay.
And actually, at this point, I think I'm gonna launch.
Why did I do that? I'm fucking stupid.
I'll go right here.
Okay.
And actually, instead of my longsword, I'd like to launch a javelin at the first guy.
No problem. Go ahead, roll.
So.
An 11 does not hit as it goes right past him into the side of the staircase. Your lunge being thrown off a little bit as you squeeze in between Dan and Valentine there.
All right, sweet. With that, I'm going to use my bonus action to cast Shield of Faith.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
Valentine.
Okay, so the enemies have not gone yet, correct?
They have not.
Excellent. That means I have advantage. Thanks to Natural Explorer. Okay, I'm just going to shoot one of them. Probably the one that got hit by the Ray of Frost.
Okay.
Favorite enemy, 2 damage rolls, not attacks. Sure. 13. Wow. Oh, I have advantage. I don't know what I just say. Okay, 13.
A 13 does hit as you pull out your short bow, taking aim.
11.
Still that first one coming down the stairs?
Yeah, still the one that got hit by the frost.
Yeah. So as he pulls his arms away from his chest, again moving a little bit slower than normal, looking up just in time to catch you eye to eye there, as your arrow catches him right in the head, and he tumbles down the rest of the stairs, laying dead or unconscious in the ground at the bottom of the stairs.
Okay. And then I'll move. Do we have a clear visual up the stairs from where I am?
The stairs wrap, so no, you only get a visual about 5-6 feet up before they wrap around a corner there.
Okay. Would there be a place to position myself to get a more direct line of sight up more of it, at least?
You have about as much line of sight as you could get because it wraps pretty tight. It's a fairly small staircase.
Okay. So I'll just move over just over here.
Okay. No problem.
And I believe I can't see any other alive enemies.
You can see this guy. He is just like one step up.
No, there's too many turns. Yeah, that's my turn.
Okay. With that, the remaining few do come charging down here and begin to engage who they can see. Sev'Ren, that is going to be a 17 to hit and a 20 to hit.
Nope.
Okay, so you are able
Wow.
to, raising your shield quickly, block the first attack, and then parry the second one as these two come at you. You do watch as the third one does catch the half elf who's right next to Dan here, and she gives a little, and you see some blood kind of trickling out the side of her arm there. Also, another one is fighting in the corner with the Duragar, who actually takes a pretty good swipe at the back of his neck, and you see quite a bit of blood spill as he screams out. That will go to Dan.
Yeah, well, Dan is gonna just see that his friend here, Sev'Ren, is being a real good decoy, and this guy's currently attacking this here lass here. So why not just take a nice and steady shot at this guy?
Okay.
With my longbow, 16.
So raising your bow, getting a advantageous shot in between all the movement in front of you. You do manage to hit. Go ahead, roll damage there. Letting that arrow fly as he raises up, the Duragar turning around to meet him. He catches an arrow right in the side of the neck and also tumbles over. The Duragar looking over, noticing you for the first time, giving you a head nod.
There's a wink there as Dan draws. He deposited some items. He is gonna draw a rapier, so he has a melee weapon ready, and end his turn.
All right, Temerity.
You did, sorry. I'm gonna peek around the doorway.
Okay.
Wow, I really don't appreciate that they have our tank surrounded. So I'm gonna go ahead and level off an Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
15.
Excellent. That does hit. Which one are you going for?
The closest one to me.
Okay.
So-
No problem.
Okay. And then, do I do that? I did do that. Okay, yeah, so that's gonna be 9.
Which is enough as you watch him raising again to swing at Sev'Ren, who's preparing to parry the blow, and it just catches him right in the side of the face, and he also just tumbles into a heap on the ground, unmoving.
5 temporary hit points to me.
Anything else?
Nope. Just gonna whirl back around the corner before they realize I'm there.
Victor.
Yes, I'm going to move up in.
Okay.
See the last two guys there. Let's see, what would Victor do? He don't have anything. He got a rapier last time though. Ray Frost.
Okay. Another Ray of Frost does also hit, catching the one going for the half-elf as he also begins to slow it, catching his arm there, which you see ice pillow up around his bicep. Anything else?
No, I just move in between Valentine and Dan.
Excellent. That will go to the other adventurers. You do watch the half-elf reach out with a short dagger, catching the man in front of her as he goes down to one knee, bleeding heavily, distracted by your ray of frost there. You do watch this giant orc of a man also run over, swinging his heavy glaive down and completely cleaving this other man who's swinging on you, Sev'Ren, in two. The other two also begin to move forward on this last man as you guys hear a kind of lock click even in the tense violence that's happening around you. And the halfling backs up, the door swinging open, and an old lady stepping out. With that, Sev'Ren, what would you like to do?
I want to get out my longsword and attack this last guy that's standing.
Okay.
And oh, this is the acidic longsword, right? So, what's the command word? Yeah, end, I think.
Okay.
I'm gonna say that, and then I'm gonna lash at him with the longsword.
Excellent.
Probably keeping an eye out.
A 22 does hit. Go ahead, roll for damage. Excellent. You also, as he turning around, realizing he's completely surrounded, goes to make some kind of move, but you don't even have time to see what it is as the longsword pierces through his back, out his chest, and you pull it back, him also collapsing to the floor. Anything else with your turn?
No, that'll be it.
Okay. Valentine.
Any immediate danger?
Not that you see, no.
What do I hear?
Make a perception check.
Wow.
Not much. Some last few dying breaths around you. Some weeping from the old lady and the 3 or 4 others that are now following her out of that cell.
Any Warforged amongst them? Doubt it, but
There's not. No. They all seem to be humans.
okay. I'm gonna take a look outside the door.
Okay.
Real quick. Anyone seem to have noticed this agonizing pain, screams of pain coming from this building?
Make one more perception check for me as you step outside.
17.
You do hear the sound of lots of rushing boots. You guys are in a pretty small alley. They seem to be coming from both sides of the alley at this point. But I am going to go ahead and say that's your turn.
Okay.
With that, you don't have to wait very long before you begin to see people emerge on both sides of the building into the alley, dressed in these same pitch black robes with the silver lining around them. And as they kind of come around the corner, seeing Temerity, you, and Emeth, they just stop dead in their tracks, staring, weapons drawn. With that, Temerity, Dan, what would you like to do?
Well, Dan is definitely gonna. Well, he probably if something bad was like happening outside, he probably would have heard it from his teammates. So he's just gonna assume that part of the area is secure.
Okay.
And is just gonna start slowly backing up, arrow drawn, looking at these stairs, even if he can't hear. But he's also gonna see if he can hear anything coming out in the general area, but more so up the stairs. And he's gonna say, "Are you guys done here?"
Make a perception check. Okay. So the halfling does look over to you. Yeah, we've got what we need. Let's get out of here, quick.
Yep. And yeah, he's ready in action to shoot any enemies that come down this staircase.
Okay. Ending your turn standing in front of the door there?
Yeah.
Perfect. Temerity, what would you like to do? You now watch as 8 men all approach either side.
Guys?
Yes.
Guys? We might have a problem. And I'm gonna ready an Eldritch Blast if
Okay.
any of them makes an aggressive move.
Okay. Victor, what would you like to do?
Hearing that, I will like to move outside.
Okay.
Pushing past Valentine and Dan. Look around and see the potential enemies. It's the silver-caped black guys again.
Yeah.
And I will ready color spray. No, wait. I have to move differently for that. I'll move up next to Temerity.
Okay.
And then
Excellent.
ready color spray if they move on us aggressively.
Okay, everybody else is going to start making their way out of the building here, or close to it, as you guys kind of come to a front. And as people just keep pouring out of this building, the men who have confronted you look less and less confident, but still holding their weapons. The other group of adventurers rushing out, also redrawing their weapons, seeing this new threat. Sev'Ren, what would you like to do?
All right. Seeing all this happen, I'm gonna rush out as well. And let's see. I'm gonna rush this way because there's more people on the other side. Kind of get in the way here, and let's see, what was that one? Yeah, I'll go ahead and ready an action for when one gets close to me to attack him.
Okay.
And that'll be my turn.
And lastly, Valentine.
Does any one of them look particularly leaderish, or are they just full goons, essentially?
It seems to be just 8 separate people. You don't notice
Okay.
right off the bat anybody stepping up.
I'll just say, I suggest you boys run away, lest you want to die here. And I'll ready a shot.
Go ahead and make an intimidation check for me.
12.
As you ready your shot, one of the ones from the right side over here does speak out.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, we want no trouble with none of the Star Crests. You 6, turn around and leave. Leave the rest of them here. We'll do you no harm, you do us no harm.
Starcrests?
Uh,
I guess that's the... Oh.
we are the Starcrests.
You want to respond to it, Vixen?
At this point, you guys are kind of on pause on initiative, as everybody just has attacks ready, kind of waiting to see what happens.
Fuck.
Oh shit! Do they know it's your family?
They have good intel, I guess.
Oh shit!
I'm going to release my color spray on these guys.
I mean, I guess I'm shooting then. Huh?
Yeah, as soon as
I guess as soon as he does that.
Yeah. Everybody's ready to tax. Go ahead and take hold. So everybody go ahead on that.
shooting through a tent flap, would that be
Oh!
disadvantage?
Oh,
Natural 20.
shit.
So I need to do 60, 10.
Go ahead and roll damage on that natural 20 for me.
Yep.
Which one are you shooting?
That's, what was that?
Which one are you shooting?
This one.
Okay, cool.
And that's the guys I'm doing the color spray to.
So
one?
that's... this one here.
So you're doing this last guy here, Kirk?
No, the first guy in front of the orc.
Okay, this guy right here in front of the orc, right
Yeah.
where the color sprays.
13 points of damage.
Okay, yeah, you do just catch him straight in the head as he falls back into the building, crumpling, and everybody raises their weapons, getting ready to spring.
And I spray them with the
Color spray.
color.
Holy shit.
15-foot cone.
Yeah, I was going
So
to.
I'm
I
only
was
gonna hit
prepared
2
to
of them.
hit-
If
I'm gonna
I...
go to hit the same guy, so I'm not gonna roll for that.
And the 2 that you do hit, also screaming out in pain.
Oh, no, it's
Pull
not damage.
down. Just blinded. Never mind. My apologies. Screaming out in fear. Then
Yeah, as soon as like the screaming rings out and like we are actually 100% fighting, Dan is gonna shoot at where he heard the voice try and negotiate.
did you have a action ready?
I had an
Yeah,
action
up
ready
on
to
the
shoot, and I just literally like, oh, there's a guy over there.
Yeah, you are at disadvantage to try to lean out.
Yeah,
that crowd.
totally.
So
Not
you're-
even like, is this a tent flap?
No, it's just a door.
No, like the surroundings.
No, it's a wall. This is
Oh,
a-
okay.
like
This is an
warehouse
actual
building.
building.
Uh-huh.
Okay, yeah, he'll shoot through. Let's go with luck.
Okay,
So it's just 22, or do I reroll?
you reroll.
Okay. Disadvantage.
Not at disadvantage, just one.
Not just one roll. 12.
Okay, a 12 is enough that you miss everybody, but you also miss your friends.
Oh. Oh, okay, good. Oof.
I'll take it.
Yeah, man.
Excellent. The orc, also holding an action, does step forward, swinging on this man here who is now blinded.
Advantage.
I was hiding behind
yeah,
you, goddammit.
Just completely also, like, one swing and the head goes flying onto the ground. With that, we'll just pick it back up. They all had attacks ready too. I suppose he's blind, so he's not going to do anything. He's going to approach the orc. Sev'Ren, they're going to approach you. And Emeth. So Sev'Ren, to hit you, that is going to be a 11 and a 16, neither of which hits. A 20 does catch Emeth as he screams out, backing up against the wall.
I had readied an attack.
Yeah, as soon as somebody got close enough, so go ahead and make that also.
15 to hit,
Does hit.
13 damage.
And you do catch this first guy who rushed you, just dropping him to the ground dead also.
Awesome.
Dan, what would you like to do?
Yeah, Dan is gonna notice the distinct lack of a pain sound and assume he missed. How big is this alleyway here? Like, is this like wall to wall here, or can he get to like here?
No, you guys are pretty much wall to wall at this point. It's not much
Okay,
feet across.
okay. Dan is gonna move through some spaces, trying to get a quick overview of the battle. One
Okay.
sec. He's gonna. Ew, sneezing. He's gonna pretty much take just one glance as he steps into this guy's square. Like, real quick, just a once over every single enemy he can see.
Uh-huh.
Might see this guy who's like behind a wall trying to get shit out of his eyes, and that's like 100% target number one because he's fucking distracted.
Okay.
And immediately running on over, holster the rapier as a longbow shot, shoots towards this man.
So Dan pulling out a bow, squeezing in between Valentine, in between this gift, in between Victor and Temerity, knocking an arrow and trying to fire at this man around the corner who is indeed scratching at his face for 6 damage as he gets caught in the upper left bicep and screams out, trying to slam further back in the wall and still clear whatever's in his eyes out of them.
Well, he's gonna have a lot more trouble doing that as the second arrow flies.
You have 2 attacks?
I action searched.
Oh.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And he does as he's turning. This one catches him straight, like in the neck, straight in line with his jaw, as his hands slow, dropping from his face to his neck, and then his whole body dropping to his knees. Anything else, Dan?
That is a negatory.
Temerity.
I'm gonna movie Scoochie. I'm assuming that this whole cacophony of people is gonna get those last 3 people covered. So
Hopefully.
I'm gonna movie Scoochie up here and Eldritch Blast the guy who's facing my, well, I guess not a human shield. My sentient shield. That roll? That didn't roll.
Somewhat sentient.
Oh!
Whoa.
Damn.
Go ahead and roll damage on that. Excellent.
Oh.
And that is enough also as he turns to look at you, raising his sword, terrified of this orc, and catches it right in the side of the ear, slamming against the wall, and then collapsing down on the ground dead. Anything else, Temerity?
Well, I think I'm gonna poke around. I'm gonna peek my head around this corner to see if there's anyone else coming.
Okay, you do not see anybody else.
Okay, I'm gonna stay right here, keeping an eye on there, and hoping that the 15 people I have between me and the enemies back there will let me know if something comes from that direction.
Yeah.
Victor,
Victor, seeing those guys just getting murdered in front of him, turns around 180. I was
Okay.
like, excuse me, I am getting past, and then I cast Color Spray.
Sev'Ren has higher health than everybody. Don't worry.
Which is the same thing again. I'm trying to hit all those 3 guys.
so you do just manage to catch all 3 of them in your color spray before the hit points run out there. And
Yay!
these 3 also now slamming into each other, slamming into Sev'Ren, starting to slam into Emeth and you, Victor, all blinded, just slamming around everywhere, not sure what's going on. Anything else?
Let's see, that's how far is this? This is 15 feet. I'll just. And I'm sorry, I'm on my way back again. Sorry. There you go.
So as Victor steps through, no armor, sliding between the gith, between the big dragonborn, raising his hands and just burst a flash. Sorry, excuse me, and then is also going back through the other one. All 3 of these guys start freaking out.
Now you can take care of them.
With that, a dagger does fly through the door between the Durgar and the half-elf's head, catching this guy right here straight in the jaw as he starts screaming out in pain, still trying to clear his eyes. The heavy warhammer swings down on him afterwards, taking care of the rest of that. With that, the Dragonborn steps up into his space, and you watch as he just punches straight into the face of this man who, natural 20, just drops completely dead from like one punch. You just watch as his fist connects with this man's eye, and the screams immediately go silent as he pulls back. That is going to end their turn. Sev'Ren, what would you like to do?
There's only one guy left, right?
There is, and he's kind of bouncing.
Well, I'm gonna attack that guy, and he's blinded, so I get advantage, right?
You do get advantage, yes.
Score! Yeah!
Brutal.
11 points of slashing damage.
Sev'Ren, how do you want to do this as this man is blinded, tearing at his eyes, his friends collapsing around him? In the last, 8 seconds, you guys have murdered 7 different people. Just completely, even in the last 18 seconds, it's 13 to 14 people that you guys have just laid waste.
He's rubbing his eyes, right?
Yes, he's trying to claw whatever's in his eyes out so he can see again.
Alright, I'm gonna yell out, "Let me help you with that!" And I'm gonna slash across with my longsword and cut off the top of his head from exactly the level of his eyes.
And you can do that. No problem. As his body goes limp, the top half of his skull kind of on the ground there, and he collapses dead. With that, you guys are out of initiative. What would you like to do?
Dan is immediately going to say, meet back at where we've all met before, and start walking out.
We have the Lordling's chambers.
The what?
We have Victor's fancy hotel rooms that he rented.
Meet back where
Back where we all met is that other place, right?
Yeah, and I also need to get my stuff.
Fucking pub. We're talking about everybody.
We meet back at the pub, and Victor's hesitating a little bit as he speaks, as he tries to not step in the pools of blood.
Which are fucking everywhere. The whole interior there. A few people still screaming out, locked in other cages. A few of the other civilians kind of pushing past you guys and running free onto the streets.
Yeah. Do they confirm that? The Dauntless?
They let everybody go, keeping this older lady with them, who you guess is the wife of the man trying to hire.
No. Do they confirm meet back at the pub?
Yeah. The halfling does. Yeah. Let's get out of here now, though. Let's go before anybody.
Yeah.
else.
Dan's down, yeah.
Yeah, we're gone.
They're all disappearing around both sides of the alleyway, just breaking up as quickly as they can here.
Yeah,
I'll catch
I'm
up to-
following.
Does anyone have like blood on them, or like Sev'Ren has blood spray on them? It's like, as we walk, I'll like prestidigitate away stuff,
Clean,
so
yeah.
so
Yeah,
that they
you
don't
do
go
also-
around in the streets with like
Blood trail.
covered in blood.
You do watch around the left side of the building as each member of the Dauntless or your party that walks out through there, the Gith is kind of hanging back from the other party, doing the exact same thing. As each of you step out, you're instantly prestidigitated clean as he just kind of waves you forward.
I'm gonna immediately social stealth and try to get back to the pub.
Oh,
Okay,
fuck,
yeah.
I need a drink.
Dan's looking for if on the way, just are there any other agents here in the shadows that have, at the very least, witnessed this little bit of a scene that haven't run away?
Valentine, make a stealth check, and Dan, make a perception check for me.
Not an advantage.
I'm gonna
13.
search one of their pockets. See if I find anything.
Search the pockets of these guys out on the street.
Just one of them. Just one of them. Quick pat down. Anything of interest.
Make an investigation check for me.
I want to take this cloak. I feel like that could be useful.
13. Dan, you do not notice anything. Valentine, you do blend into a crowd that is actually pretty quickly forming later in the day. Everybody talking kind of loudly. Nobody seems to have noticed what occurred in the alley just a little ways off as people are kind of walking around, drinks in hand already, as the time is about noon and the party is starting to get started.
Yeah.
Yeah.
20 investigation on pockets.
Yeah, Temerity, you find the symbol of a hand like raised up in a fist that is clenching down. It's a little silver symbol that looks like it could be worn about the neck. That's kind of tucked in a pocket. You also find 4 gold, 2 silver, and he has his cloak and a dagger. That's all you can find quickly rummaging.
I'll take the cloak, the symbol, and let's face it, I'm taking the gold as well.
Okay.
Dan spends 30 minutes enjoying the early revelries before going back to the pub.
And you guys all heading back to the pub?
Yes.
I'm gonna.
I would
I'm
Oh, sorry.
I'm
Go.
gonna cast minor illusion and make myself look like a drow.
That fits in like your hand. It's a real small illusion.
Yeah.
It's 5 foot by 5 foot, right?
Right, but it's a very, very, very basic illusion. Not
That's
enough.
more like disguised self you're looking for.
Yeah.
Oh. Never mind.
I'm gonna spend like 10 or so minutes just doing loops and just in case anyone's tailing me, just casually walking through the streets, taking a roundabout way.
Okay, so you guys are not walking together then.
No.
Dan, yeah,
Nice.
100% no.
I'm gonna kind of hang back and see what this other group, because I'm not sure what it is they were doing there. I don't think I overheard the conversation that they had about the saving the wife of that dude.
Okay, the other group is already all split off. Are you following any of them? Half went around one end of the building and half went around the other.
Dan said he did tell us about the
Yeah,
them
pub.
talking.
Yeah, I talking.
Oh, you did
We
tell
did
us?
talk about that when you were up in the room and we watched them.
Okay,
At that
and-
point I said, let's help him out.
If that's the case, then I'm gonna head back with the rest of our group.
Temerity, are you also splitting up from everybody? And Victor?
Hell no. I ain't getting lost in this strange ass city.
Okay.
I'm gonna pick somebody and stick with them. It might be best if it wasn't Dan split off, Valentine split off, the other 4 of us in a clump, but we should at least follow a buddy system.
Yeah. I'll take you with me if you like.
Okay, yeah, I'll follow Val.
Victor and Sev'Ren, what are you guys doing?
I'm gonna go ahead and follow whoever back to the inn whoever seems the most knowledgeable of the city and getting their way back.
Okay, Dan has already started walking off. Valentine and Temerity are walking off a different direction. Emeth is kind of looking towards you and Victor.
Just follow me. We'll take a little detour. Maybe buy something.
I like the sound of that, Emeth says. And we'll start.
I'm gonna follow Dan.
Okay.
And you follow
Yeah.
behind Dan. So, first of all, I need Temerity to make a stealth check as you two are trying to blend into the crowd, and then Valentine make a perception check as you start doing loops, making sure nobody's following you.
Hold on. Does favorite enemy survival checks? Never mind. 19.
That was a 9 on my stealth.
So you're not being the stealthiest as you're trying to be very stealthy, but keep Temerity with you. However, you don't notice anybody following you as you do a few different loops, taking about 20 minutes or so here.
Cool. Cool. Then we just make our way back to the bar. Leisurely, no rush.
Dan, are you just heading back to the bar? Are you doing a few loops?
He's spending like 10 or so minutes just chilling out, going like up and down the strip, like anybody,
Hello?
and just acting like the we hear you.
Hello.
Acting like the locals.
Okay.
Before going to the inn.
Is there any like stalls or people starting to sell stuff as people?
There are a couple stalls set up, but it looks like they're mainly serving alcohol at this point.
Yeah, I'm gonna buy a beer or something. Yeah.
And this will proceed with you for probably.
Actually, do they have anything else than beer? Do they have like whiskey?
They do. You do find one man also selling whiskey.
Yeah, I'll get that.
Excellent. That'll just be one silver as he gives you a small glass of whiskey that you can take with you.
I'll shot it.
Excellent. Emeth picking up an ale, following close behind you. And then Sev'Ren, did you want to do anything following Dan? As you guys kind of enjoy the festivities, talking to a couple people on the streets, just enjoying the day.
Move towards the bar after that, though.
No, not really. I'm just kind of interested in following Dan back to the inn or wherever he seems to go, because he seems to know his way around town.
Must be frustrating because I don't like move at all from this main strip street for like 10 minutes. And I'm actually just like
If that's the case, then,
drinking.
yeah, I'll head back to the inn.
So, Sev'Ren, Emeth, and Victor, you guys make it back first. As you enter, you do see in the bar already, sitting there drinking, kind of just having a jovial chat as though nothing just happened. You do see the half-elf, as well as the Duragar male and the Dragonborn sitting there.
Who's in the bar, sorry?
This is Sev'Ren, Victor, and Emeth.
Okay.
What would you two like to do?
We're in the bar.
You are. Yep.
Yeah, I will go to my room and get my gear.
Okay.
Yep.
Emeth does grab you guys a table, finishing up his ale. Sev'Ren, is there anything you would like to do? Brian?
I'm sorry. Wait, sorry, missed that. What's up?
Is there anything Sev'Ren wants to do? He's also back at the bar.
At the moment, not really. He's probably going to take a little bit of time to collect himself, clean himself up if possible, and if he feels that it's safe to join the rest of the city. He might go outside the bar for a little bit, not too far, and just kind of observe any sort of festivities being set up or celebrations, whatever.
So not long afterwards, the rest of your friends also make it back to the bar as you guys are kind of hanging out. You have your gear now. Emmett's still sipping on his drink. Valentine, Temerity, and Dan, you guys all walk in right near the same time.
Yeah, Dan, as soon as he walks in and sees everyone, is gonna kind of just motion him to the table in the corner, specifically his own party.
Yeah, which Emmett is already kind of reserved there.
Cool.
I'll follow.
Okay.
Well, that actually went pretty stellar.
Well, so far, let's see if we've got caught. I don't know. I didn't see anyone.
Neither did I.
So, got our favor, perhaps.
Perhaps, and I think we could, just use the same excuse to get them to help. And we do know that they are somewhat formidable. I saw that guy just crush someone with his bare hands.
Right.
Yeah.
I have an idea. About that.
Okay.
Okay.
So the man who hired us has eyes on us, he said. If we act in a way he doesn't like, he can punish us.
Right.
What if there was... Josh, did he say that he could see where we were as well?
Not that you know of, no.
Okay, so I was trying to think. I was trying to recall if he said he could see, he could track us.
Not that you recall.
Not that I recall. Okay. What if? I don't know. I don't know a lot about magic. It's kind of frowned upon where I come from. But if we could order, or if we could make a magical device that tracks where people are at, then we could send somebody through with Jared, and then we could track them on their way back and then stop them before they arrive in port.
That would be better than causing a ruckus in the docks.
From what I know, that is this is a more powerful spell than I can do. I can do some things, but not that.
Right, but we do.
We had a check for 48,000.
We do have. Well, we spend.
20,000 more on the way.
We spend the first half on the deal, and we have that much money left to commission this here item. Hope we can keep it for future jobs. How does that sound? Yeah, I'm completely fine with that. Although, if we do plan on doing that, we need to see if this thing can be made, first of all, before we even go talk to him.
Yeah, sounds like a decent idea.
Also, who of you borrowed me their rapier?
Who gave him the rapier to borrow? One of you? Might have been Val.
Was it Emmett? I don't have a rapier.
Dan did not give you.
I might have picked one up at some point and then given it to you because I can't use it. But
yeah, I don't have anything.
Either way, I'll give it back to the one that has it.
Okay.
Sure. Is everyone in accordance with this little change to the plan?
And if we ask Jared to send somebody with him. Valentine, for example, to appraise the object we're buying.
Right. I don't know much about enchanting, but if that is possible, it seems like it might take a while, and we don't know if this fellow who's going.
If there's an item we can get. That we have two items, one to track and one to be tracked, and then we give you the item that would be tracked.
Right.
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not a maker of these magical artifacts, but depending on how long it takes and if they even have it there in the first place, might not be viable. We have at most, what was it, one day? One night to go get back to them about the deal?
Pretty much, we've got to get back to him by the end of today, and then I think he's leaving tomorrow. He
Right.
said.
Yeah, that rings a bell.
See, and we can't even go to the magic shop because it's not open.
That is also, yeah.
So it's a good idea, but I don't know if it'll work.
Would Imith know anything about the viability of this magic project?
Um,
I'll ask him.
it's
I don't know his
kind of
feedback.
it's different kind of artifacts than the one I was raised with.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I think I missed something. What's going on?
We're discussing magic items.
Okay. Am I there part of the conversation or not?
Yeah.
You are.
Yeah.
We're seeing if we can make a magic GPS, and then we give Val or somebody the magic GPS. They go with Jared to see the object in Sarlona. When Jared sails back with the object, we can track them with the GPS and then stop the ship before it docks and play pirate on the high seas with no witnesses.
Huh.
Ooh, that is an interesting idea.
I am proud.
It took us how long, Tristan? to come up with that?
Quite a bit. Lots of iterations.
Quick question. Okay, so you told us that the Undaunted were there at that place to rescue a lady that was held in slavery, right?
Correct.
Couldn't we possibly talk to them about helping us get out of our little situation?
Do we want them to know?
That's the thing. If we don't need to bring them in, I don't see why we would.
Are you talking about the
Yes, them.
no, the people who have us employed?
No.
You talking about? No? What are we talking about?
The other little band here.
Yeah,
What do you want? What do you want them to do? Are you talking about?
Hopefully nothing if we don't need them to do nothing.
Well,
Right.
if they can help us get out of our situation where we're currently
Do you mean
unwilling.
Are you talking about? Oh, you're talking about the slavery. Okay, yeah, that's what I was wondering.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm not even talking. I'm talking more. Let's do the job first than any, else we talk about later. Because we
Well,
are doing
That's
this.
the thing. We may not even need to do the job if we can get their help getting us out of the slavery situation.
how could they help? They implanted something in us to track us. Could we even get it out of us?
They might know someone.
Hey Josh.
Yeah.
Did I see, like you said, I saw the surgery. Did I see anything specific that would help us?
Nothing more than you already knew. No.
Fuck.
Well.
Should I go ask them?
Well, I think it wouldn't hurt to ask them about it. They seem to be against illegal slavery, which is kind of what the situation we're in. So they might be willing to help however it is they can.
Hmm.
So
Currently, our methods for getting out of slavery involve getting other people into it. I don't think they would be appreciative of our methods.
they might also want to prevent that from happening.
You never know. They might know an archmage, who could just, click and it's gone.
Or whoever did this to us, we can hold them prisoner and they take it out of us.
Do you know who did it to us? Because I'm pretty sure it's going to be one of Master Rai's special people.
If it's one of his special people, then we can at least narrow it down somehow, right?
I don't think we can. I think he might be a teensy bit more powerful than us.
Is he a teensy bit more powerful than them?
Don't know. I haven't fought him. He did implant magic devices in our, bodies.
Which suggests that he's afraid of what we're capable of.
Not
Or
really.
keep us on a short leash.
It's a
Yeah.
leash. And the
Yeah.
fact that he could implant something in a human body, like what the fuck is that? I've never seen that before.
Correct. That does present some interesting inquiries into the possibility and capabilities and resources available to us. But then again, if he doesn't have enough resources to purchase the kind of warforge that he requires, how much resources does he have?
Well, here's the thing that you might have missed. He didn't say that he couldn't scrounge up the money. He just said that's how much he was willing to pay for it.
He doesn't want to, is the thing.
Yeah.
Valid point.
We are the ones that are going to do his dirty work.
True that. I just think that this other group, as much as they're against slavery, would be a valuable resource towards helping us achieve some sort of freedom. I'm sure none of us want to be in this situation in the first place.
Not at all. Let's talk to them then, shall we?
I see no problem with that.
Well,
You can.
I'll go.
If we're gonna do this, we should talk to them all together.
Aye.
Agreed. But back to the subject at hand and the dealing with the getting of the other warforged, I have no problem with a raid upon the high seas.
Which is not looking very likely because shops are closed, including the magic shop that could possibly buy, sell, or create shit.
Would it take? So he has to know if we're gonna want it by tonight.
I mean, do you know him? If his plan's going to succeed, I might know where the store is, but it's probably going to be closed, and I don't know the owner.
No,
So,
I'm thinking if he might not. He said so. From what we know, he has to have an answer by tonight, and then he's going traveling.
Yes.
Could we request? Could we say here? We pick up the gold from Rai's people, and then we give him the advance and say, when you're ready to bring it over, come back and see us.
Potentially.
Hopefully by then, even if we don't have this magic artifact, we'll at least have some sort of plan.
Valentine and Victor, please make history checks for me.
Okay.
I mean, here's the thing, right? It'd
15.
take like 3 days for him to just get the thing.
Victor, you do remember he never said anything about traveling. You guys didn't discuss his travel at all. He didn't give you any sort of time limit. You guys are the ones that gave him a time limit.
Oh,
Shit.
You told
Who
him
did that?
last night to
We-
let him know about the deal, but he never discussed himself leaving. He may or may not be leaving, but he never told you that.
We never
Whoop.
asked him about when he's leaving. He just said that he could make it here with the
He did say
Warforged within 2 weeks.
Yeah. Yep.
And I told him we would give him an answer before this evening was over.
Oh,
So we give him an answer. We give him an answer and say, there's been a change of plans. We don't have this time limit.
I have no given a time limit. He said
Didn't
he
you
could
say-
get it to us within 2 weeks.
And you said that, like, you'd get back to him tonight, is what we're
Yeah,
referring.
about us
Wait,
ordering it.
Wait,
Yes.
you said he could give it to us within 2 weeks. That means he knows where it is and how to get it. Is it
Correct.
possible to get that information out of him and then we can get it ourselves?
Okay.
He did
Um,
tell us that we could go to the what the place was called again?
Barcelona.
Sarlona.
Sarlona ourselves and pick him up there if we wanted to, and it would be cheaper.
Which is where my plan of just ambushing it somewhere where it's coming in comes in, if we're going to do that.
That also brings to mind the question of what if we were to get the information ourselves?
And how you propose to do that? Ask them, hey man, where are you thinking of getting this war forged? We're totally not asking so we can get it ourselves.
I don't know, maybe our
Why don't-
ranger like stealthily following whoever it is they have and then we
Why don't
ambush
we
them
just-
after the fact.
Go to Salona and just get one.
Oh,
Well, there's a
Uh,
couple of reasons.
The main one being
One,
16th generations, and Valentine, you would know this exclusively.
Yeah.
But 16th generations are also still relatively exclusively enrolled in the Sarlona military.
yeah. So a couple of reasons. One, 16th generation or newer are pretty much exclusively military units, so they'll be in the army. And
Yes.
we cannot fight a nation. Two, Temerity would be killed on sight.
oh dear.
I
Oh,
think
shit.
I'm not quite sure how they feel about Gith, but probably not good.
Noted.
So that's fun.
That's why we hide away, and then just knock one over the head and grab it with us.
What are
No.
you talking about?
Knock one over the head.
Please, Victor, just, step by step, your plan. Just step by step it for us, please.
No, it's not necessary.
Okay, you don't have a good one. Okay, thank you.
We order the Warforged, kidnap it at sea.
I think
The-
that's our best bet.
And the only way that's happening, right, is if we commission this here magic item
Yes.
that tells us exactly where this ship is on
Even
the
if
high
we can't. Even if we can't, we have a standing invitation to a party at the wharfmaster's house tonight. Office
Mhm.
at 6 p.m. Because we got to
Oh.
bring that kid some food.
Okay.
We also know
So-
about the ship that.
No,
This guy.
we ask.
Okay.
We ask him. So, do you, Victor, posing as a concerned buyer, because you are a concerned buyer, like make sure he's following. Like, are you following standard shipping routes? Is it going to be well protected? Are you like that sort of thing? And then
I could ask about that when we order. Yes.
Here
Yeah.
is the problem with that line of thought. He himself, at least from what you've said, isn't taking a ship to Sarlona. He's teleporting there with a poof. And
But
then,
the thing is, he came in with this ship
right,
today.
okay,
So even if he teleported, he would still need a ship to come here.
and he'd order one instead of waiting a week and a half.
But he probably has a ship of his own.
And wow,
He probably has multiple ships.
yeah, exactly. So there
At
is
least,
no guarantee.
if not his, ones he can call upon, allies.
And there's no guarantee they're following the exact same common trade route. So that is we might get lucky, or we might fucking miss him completely.
Let's just raid every ship for a week, become pirates.
What the hell's wrong with you?
Yeah, what is wrong with you?
Jesus. That man that I know.
I mean, Victor.
Where?
Victor.
Yes.
when you told him your name and you displayed your crest, I think you
Mhm.
showed him, he was impressed. I could tell.
Oh, yeah, on the wine bottle, yes.
He knows who you are, and I
Yes.
think I'm not sure how nobles work, but I'm pretty sure there's a degree of, you're not gonna stab me and take my shit sort of trust going on, right?
Kind of, yes.
Well, why can't we just say, okay, bring it back here and we'll meet you at this, on the coast somewhere or in a building, and then we just fucking kill him once he gets back.
Thing, I don't want to kill him because that fucks with my name.
Well, he won't, not if he isn't bad mouthing it to anyone because we cut out his tongue and his head.
The thing is, if people know I made a deal with this man, and then he dies, and I still get my stuff,
Well,
I
people
can't
aren't
make deals with other people in the future.
gonna know you got your stuff. That's the whole
No.
point.
You run around town saying, "Oh, someone fucking robbed this dude, killed him, took my shit." That's bull fucking shit. Where's my money? Running around making a big fuss.
Yeah, the whole witnesses thing.
and do you think Mr. Raj would let us do that?
Raj,
Raj.
Master Rai. Yeah, he
Yeah.
doesn't give a fuck. He actually
He doesn't
wants
give
to
a
The thing
fuck.
is,
Told us
the
to
thing
kill
is, the second he gets what he needs, he will whisk us away like he did last time.
You
I
want to
hope
ask
so.
him? I think
I
he
mean-
said he wouldn't do that this time.
I mean,
He will.
yeah.
And he will do it every other time when we do something for him because he won't stop doing this. He would keep doing it to us.
I mean, yo, you want to talk to him? The Stone's
I
like,
want to kill
oh,
Rai
okay,
Oh, hey,
that is
okay.
and burn his whole operation to the ground
much as
Hey.
fuck
I
parent.
agree.
and bury his children
Okay, we are
and maybe his mother and father if he has one,
okay.
and even his
a whole
brothers,
lot.
sisters, everyone. Bury them.
Okay. We kill his family. We get the sentiment.
Don Victor here.
Yeah.
We
Holy
know
shit.
who's first in line for some shock therapy when we get back.
Right? So let's cut the shit. What are we doing here?
At worst, we are asking this little band of fellows like us for a favor in ambushing the supplies when they dock here. That is
Hmm.
a solid plan. However, opportunity to go wrong. They know it's us if we leave survivors, etc., etc. But at the very least, we ask him to bring it here. He brings it here. He's gonna be here.
Exactly. We know where he is, where it's happening.
Exactly.
Control the situation with some allies.
Second plan: get a magic device that lets us find him at sea, take him out there. We'll see where that goes, but that's an option. From what you said about Sarlona, Temerity is going to need a real good disguise, or she dies. So we might not want to take our chances there.
I second that.
Unless we ask him to do this little transaction off the coast of Sarlona, somewhere near the city, but not at the city. At that point, maybe she has a better chance of living, and we can do this whole outside the city thing, but I don't really trust that. I don't know the continent, don't know the people.
Okay. Well, I put my vote for letting him bring it here. We maybe even take the meeting on our boat, so we have Master Rai's people around us,
That is a really good suggestion.
so they can secure exits at the very least, and then get busy.
I think that's a bad idea.
What's that?
I don't think Erai would like to be involved at all.
Well, I'm gonna pitch this plan to him myself, so we will definitely see for the future in about 10 minutes when we all decide.
Yeah.
I don't think we should do it
We
here in
should-
the city.
We should start talking more about how we could free ourselves from Rai.
Well,
Hence
perhaps.
I think this other group would be very valuable in burning their ship down.
Also, we need to know how if we can rip this thing out of us.
Well, I don't want to take any chances with my life, and it's not like, you know, I am doing technically slave work, but like, not slaving away at a desert against overwhelming odds, at least.
I will just wait. I do not have. Like, he sent us up against a dragon.
That
Yeah,
is cool.
Yeah.
Dick for doing that.
And,
Dragon
Told us
kin.
we were evicting
Really.
And now-
someone from their house.
and now he wants us to get something almost impossible with no money for that thing.
Perhaps, all right. Perhaps we should have a conversation with these fine folks. See
Yeah.
if they have any ideas.
Yeah. What are we going to tell them? What aren't we going to tell them? That's very clear from the get-go. Some things we need to make sure we know.
Well, we have to tell them about our circumstances. That's the point of this.
And why not tell them about what we are required to do? Because they wouldn't like that, and they might want to help us prevent us from doing it.
And then if we, tell them we are trying to bring this Warforged into slavery, I don't think they will help us with that facet of our mission.
Maybe but if we can convince them that we could help bring this Warforged into freedom, they would appreciate that and help
Well,
us.
first and foremost, we ourselves need to be free, and that precedent needs to be set before that possibility happens, and we can propose it to them.
Exactly.
Right, and then we can try to get that accomplished before we try to get the Warforged enslaved, so that never happens. And they
Right.
like that.
So please ask them if they know of any surgeons or magic folk that can take out implements that do us harm and could potentially kill us that are in our bodies right now.
Well, at the very least, we can try to find out what it is that's causing that. So if we can control that, it never harms us until we are able to find somebody that can remove that stuff from us.
I'm kind of done. You can, I guess, talk to them about anything because it seems like you're going to do that anyways. I'm not going to risk the fact that they probably have Master Breadman has a way of listening to everything we're saying. Presumably, that's what I'd fucking do if I was using
Well-
this shit. So
Well, he
I know
hasn't
for sure.
harmed us for talking about this, so
I
yeah,
know for sure he can only see us when you're using the orb to talk to him.
I get that.
Victor
I don't
would've been
know
electrocuted
about here.
about 5 minutes ago.
Yeah. Unless, of course, he just chooses to wait until the mission's done to just kill traitorous people. I'm not willing to fucking take that bullet, but you can. Yeah, I was just gonna. Yeah. I'm not gonna say anything else because that's what it is.
You assume he don't think us traitorous. He just did pluck us up and force us to do his bidding.
I assume that if he wanted to, he could have us all killed.
I assume that he has absolute control over us, but
Therefore, doing everything I can to allow myself to live is a priority, which includes not fucking him over till we 100%, or at least I 100% know what the fuck's going on in my body and if I can have it removed. which I don't think a random band of adventurers is going to have the solution for. But by all means, ask him.
Well, I'll phrase it like I'm asking for a friend.
Sure. Yeah.
It'll be easy. Like, just it's a quick inquiry, and if they have emotion towards, yeah, we know, Grand Magus MacGuffin, absolutely.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll get a bit deeper into the conversation. But
Sure.
until then, just basics.
Yeah.
Okay, that sounds fair enough.
So I'm gonna go have a chat. If anyone wants to sit in,
I would actually like to join you.
okay.
I'll go too.
Okay.
Sure, I'll come too.
Good. Dan won't, because he's getting fucking hammered. Because that fucking plan should have been a 2-minute done thing instead of a fucking 30-minute back and
Yep.
And he trusts Valentine to not fuck up, so at least he's there and he doesn't have to be.
Okay. So, Valentine, Temerity,
Everyone but Dan, I think, and Nimbus.
yeah, Victor, and Sev'Ren, you guys all four head over to the table where the Bard, the Durgar, and the Dragonborn are currently sitting.
Pull up a chair next to the half elf. Meryl, how's it going?
It's going wonderful. Excited for tonight's festivities. How's it going with yourself?
Well, it's okay. Where are your friends?
Just taking care of some final business. We appreciate your help on that, by the way.
Of course. It's not entirely selfless, but do like to help out friends.
And I didn't get introduced to your friends. She waves at the other three sitting down at the table.
Oh, yes. The swarthy man, that is Victor.
Victor, nice to meet you. My name is Muriel.
Nice to meet your acquaintance.
The tiefling is Temerity.
Hello.
The pleasure is mine.
And the gift is Sev'Ren. I believe your friend also met him.
Yes. Orzak and him had a nice conversation last night. Well, nice to meet all of you. My name is Muriel. This here, and she points to the Durgar, is named Ty Mordea.
Oh God, can you please type that?
I will, yes. And this here is Yoryax. As she points to the dragon.
So I do have a question for you.
Yes.
Do you know anyone of relatively grand magical prowess, or perhaps an esteemed surgeon?
An esteemed surgeon.
Someone who's familiar with the human body, otherwise.
I know a bit about the human body, though I've never done surgeries, the Dragonborn says.
What if I told you a friend of ours had some interesting things implanted into him? Things that deprived him of his freedom.
I'm not sure I'm following. My apologies.
Things that caused him harm. Should he do anything against a master's orders?
You're talking about like a slave's right?
A slave's right, did he say?
Yeah.
Do we know what that is?
Like
Is that
like a
akin
magic
to it?
curse, a magic contract?
Something like that, I think. Except, inside someone.
We're talking about like a
Unwilling.
physical thing.
Yes.
I believe
Yes.
so. Yes.
I've never heard of anything like that.
Great.
Hmm.
So, no friends in high places?
We have a few friends. I'm not sure we have any that would know anything about that. We don't associate ourselves with a lot of slavers. I've never heard of this device. Sounds expensive.
Neither did I.
Fuck.
What kind of friends do you think you're looking for? Like I said, I'm not bad at medical things, but this device you speak of, it doesn't seem to be very medical in nature.
I mean, I physically feel something foreign in my body, right, Josh?
You do. You do.
Yeah. 3 things.
Correct.
Well, damn. That's a problem.
Are you aware of any doctors that you have come across in your travels that would be aware of foreign objects inside a person's body, regardless of race?
He kind of chuckles. The halfling looking a little confused, along with the Durgar.
It is the most vaguest of questions.
The half elf. The half elf kind of sits forward. What are we talking about here?
Yeah.
The thing is, we need help to get removed a certain object that is been placed inside a friend of ours, so that he is no longer forced to do the will of his master.
Okay, and what does this object do?
If you do not hear the master's words and do as he say, it kills you.
Well, it hurts a lot first, you know. It
Yeah,
it hurts you until it kills you.
and it's not just that it happens like whenever one does something against the will of the master. It seems like
Well,
the master has to activate it, I assume.
So you're talking something more logical than magic.
maybe.
It seems definitely more medical if maybe has a magical touch to it, because it seems to be able to take effect from afar.
Like a fusion of technology and magic.
I mean, as I said, I'm a fairly good doctor myself, but do you know where in your body it's implanted?
I know exactly where it's implanted.
I've never.
I know,
Yeah,
but I have.
your friends. I mean, I've done more work on their type of bodies than your own.
Where
Do you
the
know where it's implanted in their bodies?
Would it be
I imagine
similar?
the same places.
Which is where?
Where do I feel my thingies, Josh?
You have one wrapped around the thing that controls your bloodstream, if you will. It's not blood.
Alright.
And you also have one in your head, near your brain.
Mhm.
Those are the only two that you know of.
Only 2?
Yeah.
Okay. I thought before you'd said there were 3.
There's those
no.
two.
Okay.
You
There's
know, woke up with neck pain, but that's all they know.
right. I personally have one in my head, and around my, for lack of a better term, heart, they woke up with neck pain. I just dropped all pretense of what the fuck we were talking about.
Temerity is staring at you like, what the fuck? That
My
wasn't the
bad.
goddamn plan, Valentine!
Sorry, guys.
Yeah, man.
Temerity just puts her head in her hands. Yeah, Dan, Val won't fuck up. I trust him.
I did say that. I am
Well-
regretting it.
Now you know.
Or Zach's not there, is he?
Orzak is not there. No.
Okay.
So, I could cut into your head and your guys' hearts if you want me to, but
Yeah.
I mean the likelihood of that operation surviving anyway. I do know of one doctor who could do it. Whether he could get these things out or put them in is a completely different matter.
Where is he? Please. Please.
He's located in Corvair,
Oh, God.
Of course he is.
in the city of Drome.
In Drome.
Of course. Oh, God.
I understand your reaction.
That was all out of character, maybe.
Perhaps
The gasp was probably in character, but the laughter was not.
my kind are less welcome there than your kind are, even.
It's unfortunate.
Okay. Do you know what's his name? Perhaps we will pay him a visit at some point.
Actually, I
Temerity
wonder.
gives you a look like not fucking likely.
I wonder. Well, as you said, you do not involve yourselves with the slavers.
No.
Hmm.
Apparently
But do
with
you
a lot
know people of?
slavers, like,
Yeah, but do you know infamous ones?
other than the guild here? I don't know any specifics.
No specific slaver that you know of, infamous or anything, any of the like.
I mean, the guild here is the most infamous thing I know.
Hmm.
Temerity's gonna take a deep breath, remind herself that she's working on being brave, and she's gonna use minor illusion correctly this time, to make an illusion of Master Rai's mask on the table low so that they can see it, but hopefully nobody else outside the table can see it.
Make a sleight of hand check for me.
Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs.
Wait!
Okay. You do make this mask appear. I have no recognition of this man, says the half-elf looks to her friends, both shaking their head. The Durgar does speak up, however. What in the hell happened to all of you?
I point at the mask.
A series of unfortunate events.
That could be a book title, my friend.
I'll
Or
let the illusion drop.
Deliberately,
her gang name.
deliberately, deliberately the title of those books. Yay, sarcasm.
Dauntless is stupid. We should call ourselves a series of unfortunate events. This man did this to you for no reason at all.
Oh,
Oh, he's got reasons. He just hasn't revealed what the reasons are. Just what he wants for said reasons.
You know, gives us a job, we go back, we do it, we go back, he sends us on another one. I'd very much like not to do that anymore.
Yeah, one of these jobs of which I'm pretty sure your group would not approve of.
Why are you talking about it?
Presumptuous, my friend. What kind of jobs does he send you on? Maybe if we could figure out the jobs, we could figure out more about who this masked man is.
No.
Perhaps
Sent us
that's
to
a
fetch
little.
a baby dragon.
Okay, that one's safe.
To fetch a baby dragon.
That's what I'm thinking. Yes, he told us to go into the woods, quote unquote, to evict someone from his house. It was a fucking baby black dragon.
And what woods are these?
Fuck if I know.
Oh,
Well,
It-
what woods
it's
were they?
not that long, or not that far from here, I believe.
In
Was
Arena?
Oh.
Was it Keen Mind, Josh? What do I remember?
We've
it
been at
was.
seas
No.
for a while.
It was
Like
an
a
island
island.
just off of Arena.
There's an island just off of the coast.
Dragons are all but extinct here, supposedly.
It was wormling, a dragonkin, not a dragon. They're
I thought
exaggerating.
it was a dragon.
It will become a big dragon at one point if this master is not,
Well,
Probably under the control of this master.
if he is really a slaver, I mean, you could sell a full-grown dragon for millions of gold, easy. I mean, they've been hunted to extinction here and in most parts of the world, especially after the current raids that have been going on lately.
now
Maybe
that you say,
motive is money?
I don't think he
There would be easier ways.
If
he has
he
people. He has people he could have sent.
Also, if he sells what we collect, then he would have gotten more money than needed, and that
Okay, so what's
wouldn't
this-
be a
what's
problem.
the second job that he's sending you on? You, of course, don't have to tell us. We're just trying to help you brainstorm. That's all.
It's
Thank you for that.
Identifying a man with a mask is one thing.
Actually,
Motive.
no. I have a theory now. I think he is more of a collector than actual slaver.
A collector.
It still doesn't
that's just a
explain why
theory.
he needs us. He has people. He has
I don't
lots
know.
of people.
Yeah,
He
people without tongues.
He seems to have very specific requests. It suggests like a very specific goal.
Oh yeah. Do you know of any like secret order or something that cuts their tongues?
I don't know. I mean, purchasing a dragon. If the dragon was already free, that takes out another one of my possibilities. You have that weirdo cult that fights for the lives of these beasts, but again, I don't know why he would remove him from his home if that was the case.
The weirdo cult. Who is that?
Our document.
Shelves.
The ones that protect monsters.
And the dragon board speaks up. Nature's indemnity. Hey, look, if you don't want to discuss the current mission you're on, we appreciate that. Again, we were just trying to.
Do you have a mirror?
I do. And she pulls
Could I
out
borrow it?
like square mirror out of her bag. Just a square piece of highly reflective glass, and hands it over.
Is the bar full-ish?
It's definitely filling up pretty quickly.
Okay, could you just... Okay, I'd like to borrow Yoriak's, and Muriel, you can come if you like. All of you can come. I don't really mind. Just in a more private place than this, I'd like to try something.
Okay. And they stand up. Muriel looking back towards the Duragar. Ty, why don't you stay here? It looks like it's going to be trouble getting a table later. And he nods, sits back down, pulls his ale back towards him.
So I'm going with him. I don't know what you guys are doing. If you want to come, you can come.
I don't know how quiet the tavern's been.
It's, like I said, rapidly getting more crowded.
Yeah.
Probably 15 to 20 people already in here.
Do we want to merge tables?
I don't know. You choose. Dan's will have gone to the bar and not have had a whole table because they're already in on it. They're gonna. If we actually want to speak secretly, we now have our rooms. So
I'll hold off this table for you guys with the Ragar with Ty.
Okay. So, Victor, you're staying with the Duragar.
Yeah.
Staying at
And
your guys' table.
I'll ask him if he's ever been to the Mastodon.
Okay. Dan, what are you doing?
no, just honestly, like just waiting for this to finish and for Val to get back to me. So just killing time.
Sev'Ren?
Well, if it doesn't seem like they're gonna help us immediately, I may just go back to the inn.
Back to your table.
Yeah.
And Temerity.
I think her inner curiosity. She wants to see what the inside of a warforged looks like.
Okay. So you're following Valentine.
Yep.
Valentine, you do head out back to your room and are followed by Temerity, Muriel, and Yoriax.
Right. Mero, sit in front of the bed. I'll put a seat there for her. Hold up the mirror just in front of you, about my chest height.
Okay.
Okay. So, how easy would it be for me to expose my heart?
Oh.
A couple.
Because I would know.
Yeah. A couple Tinker's tool checks. Good dexterity. Maybe 15, 20 minutes.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I would like for someone else to see what the fuck is in us.
Okay.
So I would like to do that slowly and carefully. So if I start bending the wrong, fucking heart, I can stop instead of just killing myself.
You have a captive audience. Go ahead and make a Tinker's check. Dexterity proficiency.
Oh my god.
Starting off strong.
A rough start. You do manage to get the exo layer off, opening up a bit of the inner workings. It does take you probably 20 minutes just to do that, but you are now ready to move on to the next part. Go ahead, give me another Tinker's check.
Come on. Oh my god.
Uh-oh.
Another 20 minutes go by, and you've made progress, but not as much as you had hoped. It's been a while since you've done this, and looking at it backwards through the mirror is a pain in the fucking ass. You imagine another 20 minutes or so and another check, you might be able to do it.
Fucking come on. Yes, there.
So another 20 minutes or so go by, and you do peel back the final layers, where you see small little see-through tubing running from where your heart is, or your what that organ would be that takes this liquid in and spreads it throughout the rest of your body. That is a bright silver liquid. Almost seems to put off a light shed of its own, like a bioluminescent liquid, and you can kind of see it pouring in one side and then out through 6 other tubes that quickly get hidden from sight by parts non-exposed. Directly on the in tube, the 6 other tubes, and the actual cavity itself, if you will, is a black little box. It's about 6 inches long, an 1.5 inch wide little rectangle with multiple needles. So it has one in the cavity and then it has one in each of these tubes. And it's slowly pulsing purple.
Ugh. So that's what it is. Do I recognize anything about it?
You do not, no.
Great. Does the doctor?
No, he's kind of staring at it. Well, that's not supposed to be there.
Yeah.
Don't imagine. And he kind of like gets himself a better view, looking kind of like around it, like kind of sticking his head almost in your chest.
Yeah, I don't touch it. I don't think it would like being touched.
It's right in those tubes. So if nothing else bad happens and you rip it out, I guess it would just depend on how fast you could fix the holes it leaves. And it
When you detonate the one in your head.
check.
What's that?
Just
I think it wouldn't detonate the one in your head automatically.
perception.
Oof.
Can I give him inspiration?
Inspiration?
Sure.
Yeah, you can do that.
I want this thing out of Temerity.
He was supposed to have hold on, because he was supposed to have advantage on that.
Who's looking?
Yoriax is.
Ah, okay. I'll ask Meryl if she wants to help him.
Don't worry about that.
Okay.
The inspiration. And he gets really close. It's kind of uncomfortable as like his scaled ears are like almost pressing against your pec as he's trying to like get in there and see. And he pulls out. It looks like
He pulled something. Wait, hold on.
he pulls his head out.
Okay.
It looks like the tips of those needles that are in there, they're barbed. You yank
Right.
it out, it's going to create a much bigger hole than the needle itself. If this is on your friend's hearts,
Yeah.
there's no way to pull that out that I could ever dream of. I don't know how you would have gotten it in if it's anything similar to this.
I mean, we can't put it past them to have different devices for more organic organs.
Yeah, of course, it could be different if it's... I mean, I assume perhaps you could insert something like this rather effortlessly with the barb in there. It should insert itself just fine, plug up the holes right where it went through. But taking it out, it doesn't even look like there's a way whoever inserted it could have taken it out. You'd have to cut into the heart and around these parts here. It looks permanent is what I'm saying.
He told us that when we finish the jobs, he'd take them out.
I don't
wasn't
think
lying, I
he's
think
telling.
that's a death threat. Sure, you could buy. I mean, I could reach in here and yank this out right now. I doubt your friend would live more than 5 minutes.
Yeah, I wouldn't like to try.
Nah,
be
I
honest.
wouldn't like to do it. Just an observation.
Perhaps. Do you know it's glowing, right? It's glowing.
It is.
Do any of you can identify it? Perhaps.
I can go get Emmett? Mark? Does Emmett
Probably.
identify?
You double check.
I can do it too.
Oh,
I'll go
sweet.
get
Go get
Victor.
Victor.
I'll go get Victor.
Come look at my organs.
Victor talking to have been talking to Ty
Yes, yeah.
about
Asking him about the mastodon. Oh, I've never been there.
why have you never been there? Has it been too expensive, maybe?
Well, 3,000 a night for a room. I mean,
Jesus
not paid him that
Christ!
much money.
Yeah.
Victor's parents are gonna be so upset with us.
Well, I did pay for some
gold a
rooms.
plate of food, right? 70 gold per plate of food. I
Yes.
can get a bowl of stew here for 5 copper.
Yes, and you have like wine bottles for like 300 like 300 gold a bottle.
I could buy the bar here for 300 gold.
Would you like a bottle of 300 gold of
You're
wine?
fucking right, I would.
Okay. Later today, you can join me to the Mastodon. I'll get you that one bottle.
Sounds good to me. Which at that point, Temerity does come running back out of the room, tapping you on the shoulder.
Victor, come on, let's go. I need you. We need you. Spells.
Okay, duty calls. Talk to you later. Bye. And I'll follow Temerity.
Okay.
And
Yeah, you follow her back downstairs, back into Victor's room, opening it up into this tiny room, which is rapidly getting crowded with how small these rooms are. Especially, it's almost a bummer on your life, having been in a much room you're much more used to earlier, just this morning. But
this place is getting classier and classier by the moment.
you do quickly notice Valentine standing there, chest opened up. Heart cavity exposed, everything I described earlier, with this small flashing, almost like a completely rectangular cubic flash drive inserted into his heart.
Oh, Valentine, you shouldn't have.
What? Listen.
I know you like me and all, but let's see what you got here. And I'll start ritual casting. Identify.
He's just got like a robotic eyebrow raised at that.
I'll flip open my book and I'll like this page, not this, not this.
Yeah, extra 10.
Not this. This. And I'll start doing the ritual.
Okay. As you get through the right book, arcane magic starts flowing through you. Let's go ahead and let me see.
Do I actually need a pearl?
Let's make this clear.
Yes.
Then I need to buy a pearl. Close the book.
As a first level artificer on the job, you didn't have a pearl for like one of your basic spells.
Is that consumed?
No.
No,
it's not. It says a pearl worth at least 100 GP. It says on an owl feather.
That's only if it's consumed. If not, your focus takes the place of any.
Anything without a material component, yeah. But it does have one.
Anything that is not consumed by the spell is what your arcane focus takes over for. So you're fine on that.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Listen, do you want this to turn into the Great Diamond Search 2.0?
Yeah, just hurry up and kill Valentine.
I'm just gonna identify it. I don't need to touch it.
You do need to touch it.
Valentine, searing pain as you rip away, as you take 8 psychic damage. It feels like literally you've died and your whole body is just on complete fire. Luckily, you pull away pretty quickly, and the pain almost immediately ceases.
Well, We know one thing.
Did you get the information from the touch?
Not on a 10-minute ritual cast. He did not.
No.
You have to touch it for 10 minutes. Fuck. Throughout the casting of the spell. Ah.
Oh.
Or you can just cast it as a spell slot, one action. God
Okay.
damn it.
If you're gonna do that again, someone fucking heal me, please. Because that
The
hurt.
thing is, I'll have to do that for 10 minutes, or I'll have to do it tomorrow.
Oh, it is a 1 minute cast time.
Oh, I can't. Damn it. Fuck.
Either way, it's gonna be at least a minute.
Yeah, I can't survive that.
Also, I believe at least it's magical.
You do take 6 points of healing. It's all right, friend, as Mariel sends you a healing word.
So that's not gonna work. Fuck. Alright. Then I guess fucking
Range
stuck with it. So I can figure out how to get it out.
Victor will close the book with one hand, like.
Okay.
Well, this is interesting.
Yeah.
Fix yourself?
What's that?
Yoryax asks, do you think you could fix all that quick enough that you won't bleed out and die? I mean, now
Yeah.
we can touch it. If one of us reaches in there, literally grabs and pulls, how fast do you think you could fix all that?
I know my way around my body.
I think that's obvious from what we've seen so far.
But what about the other object?
Exactly.
Yeah,
That's
if we pull this one out, the one in his head might go off.
Well, what
don't
happened
know
when
if
you
they're
touched
linked.
it? Where was the pain centered?
what
Is it
the pain of.
Well, you flinched back, but
Oh,
was the
it
pain from your head and from here?
that was just psychic damage, so it just attacked my mind, right?
It was like the damage type is technically psychic. Make a perception check.
Okay. Of course. Fucking course. Ouch.
It just hurt.
You know,
All over.
I'm feeling particularly unlucky tonight, so yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, let's fix you up before you die.
I'm fine. Like, it's not hurting. This is normal. But as far as fixing, I'm concerned about. I think it may need to be simultaneous, and I can't fix two places at once that quickly, especially both of those places being vital to me continuing to fix things.
What if
it's,
somebody dispelled the magic on it?
It might work. I feel like it's gonna hurt. So
There is also one thing I would think of. If it's magical, it's probably hold in place. Could I? I'll try and study it a bit.
Yeah, just go ahead and
Don't touch it.
make an arcana
Don't
check.
touch it again.
Arcana.
Meryl, please help him. Meryl.
Did I use the inspiration, or did he get it without the inspiration?
You got it without the inspiration, but Meryl does say, I'm sure your friend knows what he's doing, and you can go ahead and take a d6 bardic inspiration there. Victor.
You can always help him, Temerity. Like, take the help action and give him advantage.
True that. I will help him as well. I'm proficient in Arcana.
Okay.
Okay, so
You
that's
help. So at advantage with a d6 inspiration die bardic.
so 10. Basically, what I'm trying to perceive is that
Kind
is
of
this
creeps you
is
out.
this
It's like a spider almost, and it's really hard.
yeah.
Like,
I just wanted to see if the magic is keeping it in place, or if the magic was dispelled, that thing would just like seep into something, or
it's
just
hard
like
to concentrate. That thing looks like it's gonna crawl out of there and like onto your hair or something. It reminds you of all the bugs that might be in these beds, and they're probably
Fuck.
Do you want to use that inspiration, Kale?
Do you want that inspiration, Ronnie? Can we try this again with an inspiration?
Yeah, no, I don't want to do that.
No.
Okay.
Whatever that thing
Yeah,
is, I don't believe.
that Valentine placed down begins vibrating.
Wait. What's that?
The bag on the floor that you
Oh,
placed down
great.
started doing this begins vibrating.
Oh.
What's the bag?
Slightly
It's
then
the
more.
contact stone.
I think you should maybe patch yourself up.
No, you two get out. You two get out. I'll hold the mirror. We pretend like we were just doing this ourselves.
At this point.
What'd you say?
It's vibrating even harder. It's like the bag itself is kind of
Okay.
shaking around the
I'm
ground.
kicking the dauntless out. They need to go.
Okay. And Yoryax and Mirel leave you.
I'll follow them out.
Okay,
And I'll close the door behind me.
okay. I'll toss Val the stone. And I'm holding the mirror. I'm holding the mirror.
So you're holding the mirror. You reach in, grab the stone, throw it to him.
Yes.
Okay. As soon as your hands make contact, you black.
Oof.
Valentine, you watch as the mirror drops to the floor and shatters.
Oh.
I'm gonna quickly use my cloak and just cover my front with it.
Okay. Temerity completely passed out on the floor, her hand in a death grip inside of your bag. As Temerity, your vision, you just see the mask of Master Rai's face appear before you. Well, hello. So what are we doing?
She's fucking. Oh god.
We'd be working on
Oh god.
the Warforged plan and all.
We
Do not
we
like.
think we have a plan. We have a plan.
Excellent. What is the plan?
We're gonna we have an idea, something that we think we might be able to buy. And if we buy it, then it's like a tracker. I don't know if we can buy. We're gonna look it up. We're gonna see if we can ask for one. And then we track the Warforged when it comes back, and we ambush him before he makes it into dock, and take it.
Sounds like a wonderful plan. Now that you've found the Warforged, shouldn't take you more than, we'll say, 17 days? I'll see you in less time than that with the Warforged.
Okay.
Excellent. No more tinkering.
Okay.
That your image blinks back and you find yourself on the floor. Each of you, and I mean each of you, this is Dan, Victor, Imith,
Motherfucker.
Valentine, Temerity, take 3 damage as the mug that Imith is holding at the table goes flying because it's out of nowhere. And again, excruciating pain that lasts for no longer than a couple seconds.
Yeah, we just falls onto the ground.
Yeah.
Upsetting himself.
Dad tries hard to play it off at the
Make a performance check as you're having like a chat with Keith. That's exactly what it fucking sounds like as Keith is like, so how'd your business today going? And you take conversation. You know what ain't doing? It's going just fine. It's going.
It breaks the edge with his fucking chest. And its eyes go to the fucking room.
There's a couple odd Chris in the corner, like I said, his fucking ale hit the wall before crashing to the ground. Both hands kind of clutching the edge of the table, just staring at him now. Sev'Ren also having trouble sitting at the same table.
Yeah, do Meryl and Yorex and them like notice when I fall on the ground behind them?
They do turn around.
Like,
Sev'Ren, how do you react?
Oh, I'm in pain and I'm pissed.
Muriel and Yoriax help you up off the floor, Victor. Valentine, Temerity, what are you two doing?
Well, Temerity's awake.
Temerity is curled up on the floor whimpering.
I'll reach down and just pat her on her side, like, it's okay. It's all right. I guess you knew, then.
No more tinkering.
No more tinkering.
Damn it.
Well, I'm gonna have to break that promise and put myself back together, so I hope he understands. I'll ask
Victor
that.
comes bursting back in the door.
I'm putting my chest back together.
Yeah, Valentine's already putting his chest back together. You do see the mirror shattered on the floor, the stone kind of thrown across the room. Just sitting in the corner as Temerity has come back to and is currently kind of curled in a little ball next to the stool that Muriel was sitting in.
Did it help
Do you
with that, Valentine?
I mean, sure, it'll make it go quicker, I suppose.
I'll say
But
between
I,
you and with you having just done it, you guys could probably get yourself put back together in 10 minutes or so.
Yeah.
Being very careful at first, during those first stages, not to touch the little black box again.
I think you noticed when we touched it.
I certainly did. So
Yes, I know, but the orb didn't register before that.
no, it's probably he knows when we tinker with it, for lack of a better term.
Temerity,
Great.
you okay?
I'm fine.
Insight. 18.
Yeah, she's not fine.
Yeah. Did he see him?
He scares the living fucking shit out of her.
Yeah. Oh, with that damage, do I get another chance to see where it hit?
Yeah. Go ahead and
12.
make,
Where did the bad man touch me?
as far as you can tell, it was simultaneously in both locations that time.
Okay, useful information. Okay, so Temerity, did he seem pissed off or kind of what?
He seemed his usual self.
Oh.
We have 17 days.
Oh. Well, great.
I'm sorry. He asked me if he was so upset, and I said we had a plan, and then he made me explain it, and then he said we have 17 days.
I'll just reach over and like pat her on the head. It's okay. It's okay.
How far in the day are we now?
At this point, it's probably 3 in the afternoon or so.
Okay.
Well, I'll help. I'll pull Temerity up to her feet.
Okay.
I'll grab the orb back. Wow.
Next time, someone else can answer it.
I think I should just keep talking to him. Yeah. Okay, so you told him the plan. Did you mention that we need the gold?
No, I thought you already told him.
I kind of okay. Just hold on a second, and I'll concentrate on the orb.
Oh, we're gonna call him like over and over again. Oh
Yeah,
my
pretty
God.
much.
It doesn't take you long before you sitting down, because of course you know what's going to happen. Your
Mhm.
vision also blacks out Victor, and Temerity, you kind of watch as his body goes completely limp for a second. And the swimming mask appears in your vision. Well, this is my favorite little tinkerer.
Well, guilty as charged, Master Eye. I do apologize.
I would hope so. Let's not touch that again.
It was unpleasant for me and you. Well,
That it was.
well. Upon talking to Temerity, it seems she she gave you our plan.
Yes, you're gonna try to buy a tracker, yada yada yada. You're gonna have him to me within 17 days.
Something like that. We are going to need the gold that you offered before.
The 20,000.
If you would, please, Master Eye.
No.
No. Okay. Can we use the boat?
The boat will be docked on the 2 days I mentioned before. The people on board will take you anywhere you like.
Wonderful. That works at least. Except now we can't get the fucking warforged. Fucking. Great. See you later.
Oh,
Remember, I can hurt all of you, or I can kill you one by one.
Understood.
But I'm
And I
sure,
give him the most exaggerated bow.
I'm sure one would be worse than the other. That poor, scared little tiefling. It would be horrible to watch her shriek in pain for days until she finally just croaked over and died. With that, your vision flashes out, and you find yourself sitting back on the floor of the inn. The modest Nixie.
Oh, such a fucking cunt. Great. No gold. We can use the boat. So I guess
Well, then we just have to go and pick it up in. Yeah.
Dan will have come up at this point, like 5 minutes after this whole thing, to fucking reconvene with everybody, because like apparently they're not fucking done yet.
Yeah, as you walk away. Are you sure you're all right?
Yeah, them heart palpitations. Sometimes it happens to people. Yeah,
Bad. You should probably get checked out by a doctor or a cleric or something's fucking wrong.
yeah, I'm gonna do that. I don't usually do that.
You're a little young for that shit, ain't you?
Yeah. Yeah.
Look, take care of yourself, okay?
Yeah. He just leaves, man. like these yeahs are just softer and softer as he's leaving. And he gets to the room. First thing he says, "What the fuck happened?"
Temerity flinches.
bad stuff.
Oh, okay. A little more explanation.
Well, tried to take the thing on my heart off, Master. I noticed. So that's
He
the
did
heart,
now, huh?
right? I did. Yeah.
Yeah.
Funny that.
Funny that, like he'd know that could happen because he could do that anytime.
Yeah.
Okay, that explains it. I think your chest's covered up. You're not going to do that again. Okay, good.
Nope. Because of my little indiscretion, we no longer have access to that extra gold.
What?
You heard me.
Which means we'll need to go to Sarlona.
Yeah.
Okay.
Also, we still need 5,000 gold.
Oh. Yeah. Good job.
Thank you very much. I'm very proud of myself.
Because I have no idea how we're gonna get that money unless our rich boy gonna make a lot of promises and sell a lot of wine to this folk. So that
Good.
whole trying to drag your name into the least amount of mud isn't happening.
Well, I could try and set up a supply, I guess.
Yeah, please come up with something because you are the person for that, and we are not accepting failure. At least we have like a fucking unlimited time limit.
17 days.
Excuse me?
17
Oh,
days.
17 days.
Are you fucking kidding me? How? Really?
Yeah,
I'm-
you should talk to Master Rai about that. Maybe he'll be lenient and maybe extend it by like 7 days.
Yeah, he's such a kind-hearted fellow. Here you go. I toss him the orb. Go have a chat.
Yeah, Dan, this feels like he's gonna need to kiss some ass to get him out of this fucking situation. He is gonna focus on the orb and the sticker, and he's not done it before, so he's standing.
What was that last part?
He's standing because he's never
Okay.
done this before.
So as you stand there, focusing on the orb that you caught, a little infuriated at your friends, knowing you're out, as you said, going to have to kiss some serious ass. You collapse to the floor.
I probably don't feel it though. Yeah.
All you friends just watch Dan just collapse inside the doorway. Again, that death grip on the stone. As your vision blacks out, and this is one of the first experiences of magic like this that you've ever dealt with. It's a really fucking weird. You're completely conscious. You know everything that's happening, but it's hard to form thoughts. They come slow. You can't form pictures. And then all of a sudden you see the mask of Master Rai swimming before your face.
Yeah, there's a wave because he's not sure if it's actually Master Rai or just his fucking mask.
We are a talkative group today.
Apparently so. I was very much in favor of having one fucking talk before this whole fucking business happened.
That's apparently so, Master Rai.
Yeah, Master Rai. Apologies. Once again, long day.
Take 4 more damage, everybody.
Oh,
Oh!
The ground just twitches.
yeah. Yeah, apologies for that, Master Rai. Lots of things happened that I didn't expect to happen as I was drinking. But regardless, Master Rai. So we are out of that promised money and now have a time limit. Is that correct, Master Rai?
17 days, I think, should be perfectly adequate since you have already found the Warforged and have a perfectly solid plan to bring him back to me.
With all due respect, Master Rai, if I could have one sentence. If we cannot find this little not transporter, what is it? Doohickey magic item that'll pinpoint his location or whatever the hell that she said. I'm not a magic folk, Master Rai. If we cannot find this, do you think that could you find it in your heart to, at the very least, have this ready for us if we can't find it ourselves? Because I find that we do our jobs a lot better when we aren't wanted by the law, and just an accident out at sea is a very nice alibi, especially when there are no witnesses to see the accident that transpired, Master Rai.
You're asking me for one of these devices.
I'm sure a man with your connections and influence and limitless pockets would be able to easily requisition one. If we cannot commission one ourselves here, once again, Master.
These tracking devices, I thought you had a lead on one. They are ridiculously expensive.
They are?
And I would know this because I had to create them in order to insert them in all of you.
Okay, I once again not a magic folk, so I did not know this. Master Rai, exactly how expensive would one of these little doohickeys be?
A real-time tracker that is linked two ways. You're talking upwards of 30 to 40,000 gold.
Okay,
Motherfucker!
Master Rai.
Create this enchantment.
Okay, thank
And
you.
it takes 3 years to enchant.
Yeah. Do you also happen to know how long one of these could be made in? You don't even need to tell me exactly, Master Rai. Just a ballpark.
I enchanted the ones that are in your own bodies in 4 days each.
Okay, Master Rai. I don't think we're getting one unless they somehow already have it. But even then, we don't have the money to buy it anyways. So we have one of two options, Master Rai. We're gonna ambush them at the port, or we're gonna ambush them on another continent. Okay.
Perfect. I will see you in 17 days or less with my new Warforged friend.
Okay, deal, Master Rai.
Is there anything else that you want to say? I am a busy man, I mean, I love hearing from my children, even when they are being naughty. But 3-4 calls in 10 minutes.
Hey, the first one was him!
It was not my idea, nor was it my intention to have more than one call here today, Master.
5,000 gold.
Things spiraled. Once again, I thought I could, trust some of my party to not be as snoopy as they are and just get the job done, but apparently not.
Well, I thought I could trust the whole party to do that.
Oh, well, I can't speak on the whole party because I am but one man, Master Rai.
Yes, but you are one man that can lead this whole party. And as much as you value your life, young Daniel, lead this party and accomplish this mission.
That is the plan, Master Rai. I'll see you within 17 days.
Fantastic. Anything else?
I do not want to promise you anything, Master Rai, but I will be against any future communications unless absolutely necessary.
Perfect. And your bishop blacks back out. You find yourself on the floor of the inn of Valentine's room.
I'll take some cloth
Kind
and
of scooted you over and shut the door behind you.
Right.
I take cloth around the orb and put it back in the Valentine's bag.
Big fucking problem right off the bat because I had the foresight to actually ask about the
As you
item we're
speak,
trying
the
to
door swings open, slamming into your head as you're kind of just sitting up, and you walks in at this point. What in the hell are you guys doing?
I don't know, just killing ourselves.
I see.
Pretty much. Who is this? Sorry.
Emmett.
Oh, Emmett. Yeah, right. Look, it's the pain's gonna stop now. Don't worry.
And we have 17 days. Or do we have 17 days then?
Yeah, we do actually.
Yeah, 17 days.
Not only that, but our best plan is now a dud because the thing we're trying to buy actually costs like 30 to 40,000 gold pieces and cost him at least 4 days to make.
Also, I don't know why we even try to go for the item that we need to plant in the Warforged or something. Yeah, doesn't matter.
Because
The
at
point
that
was that-
point, we had time and not 17 days.
He would never given us unlimited time.
I would have fucking called him to ask about it anyways today.
Look, how about we don't make him mad anymore, okay? Because I am about to pass out from this fucking pain. He's like white as a fucking sheet with
I mean,
2 hit
You
points.
shouldn't open up your chest cavity and then touch that thing that's clogged onto your heart then.
I would not recommend it.
The what now?
Yeah,
Oh,
there is a spiky thing that looks like a spider that's sitting on top of your heart and then kills you.
Sev'Ren sitting at this table trying to breathe after the anger from the first wave, and then a fresh second wave of pain fills you. You feel a tap on your shoulder.
And
Who
it's
is it?
about to pass out.
Oh, it's Temerity.
It is.
Yes.
Amos pass out.
I think out of all of us, he took it the worst.
All right. Whatever rationality I can use to justify, the pain that I took, I'm gonna channel that much lay on hands into him.
Okay. You follow Temerity back downstairs, and your whole party is now in Valentine's room. He looks grateful. You see a little bit of the color return to his face.
How much did I use? Would you say?
That's 7.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm Who else is up for annoying him until he kills us so he can be released from this mortal coil?
Me.
I think I'll need some liquid courage for that, and I'll grab grab my whiskey from my bag.
I'm not drinking the Kool-Aid, says Emmett.
Dan, they're going second wind.
So,
Well, if none of you feel like killing yourselves, then I guess we'll
Here's a
go
better
with the other option.
Who's up for killing that fucking asshole?
Oh, us! Yeah, don't get us
Oh,
wrong. We
I
want to
am-
slaughter him, but
All for shoving my sword down his throat. You got that right.
he can incapacitate us with unimaginable pain with the press of a button.
also,
So
Dan,
I think we should come up
Yes.
with a plan.
what
We do
else
have a
did you
plan.
find out about this tracking device?
Well, seemingly
asked about-
because I asked questions and wasn't really
Yes,
like
but what did you
overtly
find
to the
out?
point, I found out
What-
that he made it within 4 days, and he presumably has one on all of us.
Okay.
Oh,
So it's what, 24 days worth of work on his part?
What the fuck are you talking
He
about?
spent
Yeah,
a lot of money on us then.
yeah, he did.
Stupid man.
Well, I don't know about you, but I think I'm worth more than that.
listen,
Yeah, but why would someone spend that much money on getting unwilling participants?
I actually don't want to hear you talk about like just spending a shit ton of money.
Yes,
Well,
but I
I'm
spend
actually
it.
kind of curious about his line of reasoning. Like, what are this guy's motivations? I want to know.
That is what I want to know.
Well, before we know any of that, and before we ask him about that, we should just do the job that we've been assigned to
right,
do
you
because we're
keep
not getting
saying
any
that.
help. Yeah,
I think while we're doing the job and while we're spending all this time talking about the job, we should also spend a little bit of time here and there coming up with a plan to get us the fuck out of this situation.
Yes.
I may
Well, that's what I'm trying to do. That's why I'm trying to contact the other group.
have an idea.
they can't help us.
Any idea is a good idea. Let's hear it.
Okay, what's up?
You know, Warforged are from Corvair and Sarlona. Sarlona is where they build them.
Yes.
Okay.
I don't know if it'll work with Temerity, what with being a tiefling and all, but I'm just spitballing. If I talk to the military, offer them a deal, maybe some of the higher ups could do something.
What do you mean?
Well,
What kind of deal? What do we have to
I don't-
offer one of the biggest military forces in the world?
me?
You're going to sell yourself into slavery to get all of us out of slavery.
I don't know. Maybe they won't want a slave. Maybe they'll want us to do work for them. You know, not as slaves, but as indentured contractors. Sort of.
okay.
So we just take one master for another.
Yeah, but maybe we become the masters of people who don't have machines in us that could kill us at any moment.
Also,
Why would
But
they
again-
talk to us?
Because I was once one of them.
I don't think. Also, how in the hell should we get this thing out of us?
I don't know. I don't know. I'm just.
I think finding that out is step one. How to disable it, how to temporarily disable it, how to
Right.
rush Master Rai. We need to figure out step one. Not even necessarily right now, but
I agree on that part. At the very least, get control over whatever it is he's using to inflict this pain so we can prevent it from ever happening again. And at that point, we can figure out how to get this thing removed.
Okay, Josh, is there a bank in the city
um,
or anything like similar?
there's a small, not a necessarily a bank, kind of like an ATM type deal. So it doesn't hold the money, but it's a break off of the Dark Bow Bank where you can.
Could I
take
technically
out
write up a
Family loan?
A check.
yeah, a check like the check we have?
You could not from this branch. You would actually have to go to the main branch in the capital.
So I need to go to the capital to get the certificate.
Correct. From this branch, giving them your account number and stuff, you could make a withdrawal.
Okay. Well, we need 5,000 gold at least.
Right.
So
But the
Hook us
actual
up.
the certificate you guys have is like notarized by the Dark Brow Bank, which there's very few of them in the world that will do that. That's why it's so respected. There's one in the capital of Aranel. There's one in the capital of Corvair in Droam. And then there's one also in Argonison. But those
Well-
are the only three where you could actually get a
but there's a
notarized
branch
check.
in town.
There's like a like a semi-useful ATM where you could essentially deposit or withdraw
It's
money.
like a exchange shop.
kind
like
of yeah, you could
Current
exchange.
exchange shop.
Correct.
Okay. I'll go to the Dark Low, was it? Dark Bow?
Dark Bow
Dark Bow Bank branch in town. I'll try and get out 5,000 gold.
Okay.
How much money do you have in your account?
Oh, it should be a lot more.
Could we just buy the Warforged?
The thing is, it's not really my money. It's my family's money. I get allowances since I'm my father's son.
So, would your father be cool with giving you a bunch of money to help you purchase your
I
freedom?
think
You have not met my father, do you?
I think 5,000 gold is something that could slide, but 60.
Yes,
1,000?
I've just not spent how many thousand golds on you now?
Again, money is hard for you, but talking to the Durgar upstairs, if a normal room goes for 3,000 and you picked up 5 of those,
Yeah.
Yeah, funny thing, actually. Yeah,
Super
it
nice.
turns out you're just amazing at spending this money.
The thing is easy to spend.
Yeah, it is. When you have no concept of earning it yourself.
Um,
Well, you're starting to get it at the very least. You've done at least one job, which we got.
yeah, that's
Excellent.
yeah. Okay, I'll take out 5,000. But the thing is, my father notices like some staking out. Like he doesn't care that much about living expenses,
Right.
but he cares about strange outtakes. If you get what I mean.
Yeah. Why is he taking out 5,000 gold? Sort of.
Well, 5,000 gold is probably not that much. I don't think he would care about that though.
But he wouldn't care. Oh my god.
5,000? Do you have any idea how much I would love to have that much? And you're like,
I spent
Pocket
okay. You know, I had like a really drunken weekend in the capital once. No, not the capital. What was the other town?
the other town in Aranel.
Yeah, it was like where would I have gone to that university? I was thinking of.
The university is in the capital.
Okay, so I had a really drunken day in the capital. Let's say more than 20,000 was spent. Father was not happy.
Which just to Dan would be probably the only other one who knew. Just the fact I had a drunken day in the capital is impressive speech. You can't just walk into the capital.
Yeah.
You have to have. I mean, you've never seen the inside of the capital yourself, and you've lived and roamed and prowled Aranel your whole life.
Yeah, he's a real deal.
20,000.
$20,000.
Temerity's respect for Victor just kind of drops just a couple points.
Now,
Okay.
let's go get our gear from this place and take it to the better place.
Yeah, let's get the fuck out of here.
Also, we should stop by the dark. Well, they should be open. I mean, bankers never sleep.
Yeah, they've always got to fuck someone, right?
I don't understand that.
I thought
Yeah,
that was
don't.
owner.
Bank
Don't
doesn't
worry
take
about it.
loans. It's all good.
We'll go check.
time is
Let's
it?
go.
What time is it now?
It's around 3 or 4 in the afternoon at this point.
Yeah. Victor would take a swig of his flask of whiskey. Because it's no glasses or anything, and it's just been sitting there with the
Okay.
bottle
Well,
for the last 20 minutes talking.
circumstances seem to have driven us to only one good plan, and that is a good old dock attack, which we can utilize the other little band for.
Well,
Hmm?
we don't need to be on the dock, do we? Like, we can bring it to a location where we do our business.
Within the
The
city.
The
Within
thing
the,
is,
well,
I can pay this man.
I mean, listen, we need to have not too complicated terms because Victor's going to be the one talking to him.
yeah.
I don't think you.
So we should be
If I-
thankful that
if-
this deal even gets made.
The thing is, the 5,000 extra I was talking about would get us the order to pick him up in Salona.
Oh,
I think we need more than that. I'll check with the bank how much I can get out first, but we'll see.
yeah. I mean, I'd much rather have him come to us here than go to Sarlona and then have to prepare shit. Because by the time we get there by ship, he's probably gonna have the war force already, and it's gonna be ready for anything.
Mm-hmm.
That's not a valid plan.
On a history check, you remember he wanted 110,000 for the Warforged. He wanted half up front.
Yeah.
He offered you 8,000 off. If you
If
would
I
go
would-
down to Sarlona,
okay.
which would be down to
So
100.
we have 43.
We need
48.
3,000.
48. Okay.
We need
I
3,000.
don't know why I remember 43 all the time.
So now you need 7,000 instead of 5,000 to
Yeah.
cover.
We need 3,000 because we need, if it's 108. I don't know. 110 minus 8 is 102. Divided in half is 51. Minus 48 is 3.
If you're picking it up in Sarlona,
Which
Which
we
we're
are
not.
then it would be half of 110.
Wait,
The
I'm lost.
discount that you did in the middle step was for if we picked it up in Sarlona, which we aren't doing,
Which is a bad idea.
which is just a bad idea.
So we need
I missed
55,000.
something. Sorry.
And Temerity, make history checks also.
Who? Me?
Yep, Valentine and Temerity.
Okay. 17.
Did it click?
Didn't click.
Click.
Okay.
So that's a lot of 17s. You would both know.
No, I got a 9. The 9
Right.
was my first roll.
Valentine more so. Tieflings are not strictly disallowed from Sarlona. They're just looked down on. the kind of the scum of the earth.
Just like
Oh.
home.
Correct, just like home. Sarlona is owned by Corvair, more specifically by the ruler of Droam. So it's almost exact same rules as home. So Dragonborn Gith, you're not sure about. I mean, Dragonborn is instant slave, essentially. Gith may be along those lines. Tiefling is not.
Tiefling. I thought. Oh, it's in Corvair. It's instant slave, right?
No. Corvair is same thing. So Tieflings are looked down upon as the trash of society, but they're
Okay.
not seen as enough magic in their blood to be instant slaved.
Oh. Okay.
That's more reserved for Dragonborns, Genasi, those type of
Esma.
Asmir. Yeah.
Okay. So maybe that'll be okay, but I don't know about Git. So I perhaps that could work, but I mean, we don't know the city that he's going to be in. If we knew that, maybe I would remember something about it. Maybe I've been there like years ago. If we do go meet him in Sarlona, like he'll bring we arrive on the boat, he'll bring it up to us, and then we just.
Dude, we don't know that at all.
I know.
Doesn't matter. I'll ask him about where he's shipping it.
I mean,
Sure. I still think bringing it back here is probably the
and
best.
you also have to cut the deal today because we no longer have a unlimited time limit.
Yes, and I also said I would come back to him with an answer today.
Yes, so it's either we're gonna meet him or we're gonna have him come here. One of the two.
Yes. Well, let's not stay here. Let's go walk. And
Yeah.
I'll walk out the room and out.
Yeah, you guys gather your various belongings, say your goodbyes to Keith, and the Dauntless. The Durgar does stand up as he sees you walking up the stairs. Are we gonna go get that wine? Hell of a
If
night's
you want
celebration.
to, you can come now, or you can visit later tonight.
I'm good right now.
Okay, just follow them.
And the Durgar follows with you.
The
You
first
guys-
NPC of our NPC train.
You guys leave the Modest Nixie. Where are you going?
I'm going first to the bank.
Okay,
See
is
if
everybody
it's open.
heading there together? It is on the way to the Mastodon.
Yeah.
Sure.
It's probably a place I've been multiple times.
It is. And you go to the bank. Entering, there is a drow behind the small bar. It is a very small room. You could only get 3 or 4 people in here at any given time. The rest of the party kind of waits outside.
Serenity's gonna window shop while he's doing that.
As you enter, the drow behind the desk. Yes, sir. How can I help you?
Yes, I am Victor Emmanuel Starquest,
Ah,
or Victor Junior
my lord.
and I would like to take out 8,000 gold from the account.
Not a problem. You provide me with your account number, and we'll be good to go.
Do I remember my account number?
You would. You remember your account number, you remember your password.
Okay.
Within actually just a few minutes, you are provided with 8,000 gold in platinum pieces.
Wow.
Each
Just like that.
Is there
Okay.
anything else I can do for you?
in plat. Has there? Do you know any? Do you have any reports of when the last outtakes was taken?
We can certainly look. We don't have access to the full bank records, but for this location,
Yes.
it looks like the last outtake was about 8 months ago.
And which Starcrest?
It was your father.
Wonder what it was doing here 8 months ago.
Not
Oh,
my
well.
business, unfortunately.
Yes, of course. Well, thank you for the time.
You're
There's
most
no
welcome.
more. And have a good day.
You also, my lord.
I'll leave.
Okay.
So, yeah, guys. I got the money.
Did you get it? Oh, thank God. That's great. Okay, let's get this ball
And
rolling.
I'll say to the guy, fuck, what's the name again?
Duragar.
His name-
Time Dario.
Yeah, Ty. And that Ty is how you get 8k in platinum.
He's just kind of like jaw to the floor. You turn and start walking towards the mastodon, and he kind of catches up with Valentine, who was chatting him up a little bit the other night. Your friend, is he for real?
It seems to be. It's fucking insane, right?
So I don't mean to pry my nose where it doesn't belong, but your situation, can he not just buy you out of this? Who the fuck just picks up 8,000 gold?
You know,
That's a negatory, probably.
I would
Or-
doubt it, given that it's not all his money. It's more of a family thing.
Ah, of course.
I mean, I'm sure they would probably buy him out, but who the fuck are we? So you know,
Typical.
yeah.
With that, you guys make your way back to the mastodon, where you enter and are happily greeted by the owner once more. Ah, Victor, so good to have you back. What can I get?
It's so good to be back. It feels almost like home.
What can
well-
I get for you?
Henry, I actually have a lot of feeling about home. I really wish I was home right now. Could you get me another bottle of wine?
Of course. Let me go grab you one. I'll grab up some dinner for your friends also.
Thank you.
At those words, the Ty, the Duragar, looks ecstatic. This is the best decision he's made all week, at least.
Enjoy it while it lasts.
Come sit on this table, and I'll just like walk over to a bigger table. Is there any servants nearby?
There are guards nearby, and there are a couple servants as soon as you sit down who come up.
Yeah, I'll wave over the servant. A gear to our rooms, please.
What was
And
that?
I'll give
Gear to the rooms, yes,
our gear, like our belongings,
Of
to our
course.
rooms.
There's the same fire genocity that greeted you guys earlier, takes your gear, and starts heading up towards your rooms. A quick glance throughout the room. Jared is still sitting here, off in his corner, drinking alone. Not alone this time, however. Sorry. As sitting across from him is a Warforged.
Do I recognize it? What is it?
It's hard
Tell
to
me
tell.
everything.
It's hard to tell from a distance. This Warforged is not naked. It does have common clothes on. They seem to be having small conversation. The Warforged staring at the table. You can kind of see its lips moving. And
I
he
nudge Victor and I nudge my head towards him.
Yeah, I look towards them. I notice the Warforged. Do I notice him noticing that we notice him?
Neither of them are looking at you. No, they both seem pretty involved in whatever conversation they're currently having.
Maybe that's the Warforged. It
It's
seems too free to be.
Generation 2. Yeah, the one you want to sell us. That isn't what we're looking for.
Generation 3.
That's the one. So, just so we're clear and we don't fuck up, and when he says we, he turns to fucking Victor. We are having him meet us here, right?
Okay.
Everyone agrees on that?
That he should meet us here before he leaves.
No. Bring the Warforged here.
And
Yes,
say
yes.
that out loud with a fucking
Yes.
stranger at the table. Okay.
I'm just here for
Ah.
food.
He doesn't give a shit.
Your business is your own. Free wine and food. I got earmuffs on.
Yeah,
And
we're paying him.
around the expensive building.
Yeah, well, people like him are what I call in the business loose ends.
Well, my earmuffs are only so strong, friend.
Damn straight. They better be sealed on tight.
Let's not threaten our new friend.
Well, we help them out, and they help us out, and we have shown them great. What do you call it?
Yeah, how about you actually like talk to them about that fucking favor before assuming you have it?
Can we just get our business done?
Yeah, please. I'm getting
Tamara's just got his face in
hungry
her
to stay
hand.
here.
So you want me to talk to him now?
Yeah, come on, Victor.
Yeah, this is all you. As sad as that is to say.
Okay.
And Sev'Ren, what are you doing as all this transpires?
He remains quiet, just listening.
Very quiet.
Super quiet.
I can barely hear you.
Yeah, we're a little tired.
Yeah,
What
so am
did
I.
he-
He's a little tired.
So am I. But we're done in 10 minutes, aren't we?
What are you doing, Sev'Ren?
Well, have I been part of this conversation determining what's going on?
You want it to
Yes.
be?
Yeah,
I'm kind of on board for getting this job taken care of because I want to be out of Silver as soon as possible.
So,
I'll walk towards the table with the guy in the Warforge.
Okay.
I follow.
Okay. You guys head over to Jared, who, noticing you approach, does give you a head nod. Servant nearby instantly pulls up 2 more chairs at the table.
Well, I said I would be giving you an answer before the evening was over,
I'm happy to have it.
and I'll produce the certificate, and I'll produce the bag of coin, and I'll take out 1,000.
Okay.
So this is the amount for having him delivered in this city within 2 weeks, correct?
He looks at the certificate, goes through the bag. Perfect. I'll leave tonight. Be back as soon as the seas allow.
Okay. Just wondering though. You will bring him back here. Where do we meet? This is a lot of money we're talking about.
It is. The dock's here, safe enough. The city is safe enough. No, shouldn't be any problems here.
Okay. So
If you wish to not be seen buying slaves, that's another matter.
that is kind of what I am hinting at.
Well, Kotharan is a little more deserted. Could meet you in the port there.
Kotharan, what is that?
That is the city you 3 met in to do your first job. You, Dan, and Victor.
And there weren't guards there, were there?
There's guards. There's guards all over this whole continent. It's
Right.
much less populated. It's more of a farming town.
Okay.
Its ports are pretty popular, as a lot of black market for Aeronel items run in and out of there constantly, mostly unchecked.
Okay. Yeah. That sounds like a good idea.
That sounds like a good idea.
Kotharan it is then. Hopefully, no more than 14 days, and I'll be able to meet you there.
14 days.
I am
Yeah.
like inspecting this warforged intensely.
Its eyes remain on the table. You can tell his exterior makeup is definitely a younger generation. No older than 5. You can obviously guess this is probably the one he was trying to sell you, the 3rd generation earlier.
You said
But-
no younger than 5.
No,
Oh,
older
okay.
than 5. My apologies.
So it's not third, as he said.
Well,
Interesting. Okay.
Jared,
Yeah.
do bring a little bit of haste to it. Since we last talked, the timeline of when I need this asset is before 17 days.
Well, the ships only sail so fast, my friend.
Mm-hmm. But
Tell you what, you kick another 50,000 gold my way, I can have them here tomorrow.
I can't do that. I wish I could, but I can't.
I'm afraid that's as
14 days?
14 days is as fast as I can go. I wouldn't need the 50,000 up front.
Hmm.
The extra 50,000 could be tacked onto the delivery fee.
I reckon we could muster that by tomorrow.
Well,
I
I'll
say
see you tomorrow.
14 days.
Any kind
And
of
we'll
extra
have it
support
in
for the
in
two of you.
yeah. I am the one with the money, not him.
Of course. Just put my opinion out there.
Okay. 14
Opinion
days
noted.
of Cotharan it is.
Catherine, that is. Good doing business with you.
You as well. With that, he turns back to his Warforged friend, takes the last bottle of wine that you gave him earlier and empties it into a cup for the Warforged and a cup for himself, and they continue drinking. With that, you guys head back over to your table.
Yeah.
Sure. Okay.
Okay.
Is there something else you wanted to do, Kirk?
No. I was just, if the Warforged did nothing, I do nothing.
No, he keeps the whole time the conversation's going on. His eyes are locked on the table. Doesn't glance up in the slightest.
Okay.
I look down, when I sit down at the table with Valentine. I say, I wish we had a way to track him. I have a bad feeling about this.
Well, is what it is. Why exactly did we want to go 14 days?
Because we don't have the 50,000 extra gold.
But I don't know if you know this, but we're not giving him the other half either.
Also, we now have 14 days. We can do whatever we want with almost.
Did
Right.
you come to our table, or are you still?
Yeah.
sitting there?
No, we're not sitting at the. we sat down with you guys.
Okay.
Yeah. So we have 14 days until he can deliver it, and he'll deliver it in the fucking. I forget the name of the town instantly, but okay.
Corinthian or whatever.
Corinthian? That's the
In
town that we.
Catherine.
Oh. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
We go to Catherine, and we'll be in Catherine in 14 days to receive the Warforged. Catherine is a place of black dealings, so
Well,
it's fitting.
right. Well, the problem is, however, we can now not really forward this supposed favor of ours in our favor because we're going to a whole nother place, a whole nother city, and it'd be a bit rude to ask them to just spend 14 days helping us out traveling.
The thing is, we now have 14 days to find out more about the things inside of us. We have 14 days to do whatever we want.
Hey, do you know what travel time is? How long is it going to take for us to get to the place we're supposed to go to?
Yeah.
Yes.
Wouldn't be that long. Not
Okay.
14.
Josh.
So we don't have 14 days.
Not going by train. It's about 100 miles away.
Okay.
And how many days is that,
We
Josh?
will take the
What is
ship
that not
over there.
Are you guys taking the ship? Or are you guys going on foot?
I was thinking of taking the ship as we could
Yeah,
do
we're
it.
probably taking the ship, honestly. Yeah.
What's
So,
faster?
It would only take 1 or 2 days by ship.
Okay.
Or sorry, wait. I guess it would be a little bit further by ship too.
Okay. Well, we need at least.
So it'd take about 5 days by ship. Sorry,
Oh, jeez.
because you wouldn't be traveling through inland.
9.
You'd be traveling all the way around.
So
On the exact
What
opposite side
would
of
be the
continent.
fastest way to get there on?
ship.
If you rented horses, you could get there.
Oh.
I mean, a bit quicker. Probably 2 days on horseback.
Oh. Well,
But you
shit.
said- yeah.
You could get there in the same amount of time on foot that it would take by ship, about
Oh.
5 days.
So yeah. We can go by horses.
If you took the train to the capital, that's a day journey by itself. And then walking from the capital would probably be 2 days. So 3 days that way. I mean, you guys have a variety of options for how you'd like to go.
I'd rather not spend this time here and then have to spend X amount of time there. If we go over land where we could get attacked, delay the trip, a whole shebang. Don't want that happening.
Gain some experience, get stronger.
Kill monsters, get gold.
Yeah, do some odd jobs.
I don't know what. Oh, experience, sure. For the
You know, I mean, like completely above game. If we could get a level up or two before we.
that would be.
Are we doing it by benchmark instead
I
of
think we're doing
experience
it by
points this time?
milestone instead
Yeah.
of XP. So
Yeah.
But-
Okay. But I don't know what a milestone entails. Like, do we complete? You know, the baker wants you to kill some wolves. Is that a milestone? Half a milestone? Like, I don't know how it works. Like,
think
does it
so.
work like that?
You
I
will
don't
find
none of the we're getting milestones from killing wild encounter tables
as
enemies.
you guys begin the discussions on how to travel forward, that is where we'll go ahead and end.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Thank God.
Okay.
So everybody's.
Oh my god.
Okay, let me make these notes.
Oh! I'm so glad that we spent all that time planning, Tristan, because that went.
Yeah, that was amazing. Like, yeah, it said exactly as that. Like, yeah, let's hope we can get the tracker. We know nothing about it. We can ask the magic shop and then ask Master Rai how to do it.
It never occurred to me it would cost that much money. Holy fuck.
Right. Oh fuck.
God damn
I mean, this guy teleports places. I'm frightened, guys.
Well, he knows people who can do it. To be fair.
Yeah, but if he has that person there, that's at least a what? How high wizard? The
Not
teleport?
necessarily that high at all. There are a lot more teleportation circles in this world than in the world you guys came from.
Oh, okay.
Metagaming wise, it's much more popular. They're even like spurted throughout Sarlona and Corvair. Even with the huge anti-magic resource, just because they have not found a way to replace that level of quick transportation yet.
Right. There's no wormhole generator.
That there's not, yeah, no. I mean, they've created airships to match the magic airships. They've created trains to beat any carriage or horses, but actual teleportation magic has not yet been outdone by technology. So they do still have those around and kind of turn a blind eye to them.
Actually,
So if he is, I mean, he may be teleporting with a friend who fucking is literally teleporting him, or he may have a friend in Aranel who knows of the teleportation sigil and has access to it.
Right. Okay, because I don't think Josh would throw a level like 17 wizard at us.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that. It'd be like throwing a dragon at you at level 1, man.
Well, a fucking wormling. Jesus.
Still could have overkilled us, by the way.
More?
What do you mean?
Yeah.
Well, had its
And the
breath
Wormling also has a breath
correctly, it
attack.
could have instant killed all of you.
Yeah. Oh.
But you guys didn't bunch up and you hid behind walls, so
Mm.
see?
We're
What's
actually
that?
planning this campaign.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
here's-
yeah.
You
Here's the
bunch up and
thing,
you
though.
hid behind a wall.
High-level spells are just more versatile, and like a fireball, just the one and done.
Yeah.
Just the one and done.
Okay. I got hit by 3 fireballs in one of my in the like the adventure league.
Oh, yeah, you told us about this. You
Oh.
Didn't you die?
Yeah, he died. He got resurrected and then died to fireballs right after.
Mhm.
He died from 1 fireball. Got resurrected after like failing death saving throws. Then got hit by 2 fireballs.
Oof.
Yeah, big oof. I'll have to figure something out with that music. That's rough too.
Yeah.
Emmett was pretty talkative today.
Wasn't he?
Yeah.
I tried to talk for him.
Yeah.
No, it's fine. He's got like good ideas.
Good ideas.
Random person playing Emmett.
I feel bad that when Paul's not here, we almost kill his character.
By default, just because he has the lowest hit point pool.
Yeah, how much HP does he have?
9.
9. Oh yeah.
Oh
what
my
the
god.
He had 2 hit points left.
fuck?
If I
Yeah.
hadn't gotten those bonus HP earlier from that fight, I would have been very, very sorry.
I was like down 6 HP. So
Okay. Well, I mean, at least I know what it looks like, I suppose.
also with that extended time, we can Victor can actually make weapons and stuff for you guys and armor.
What do you mean?
Oh, yeah?
Mm-hmm. You just need the materials and a forge.
Victor knows how to blacksmith? That does not sound right.
I know how to make items.
I know how to blacksmith. I think Victor's just an artificer, right?
Right.
Well, just. Do you know how to
Tinker
blacksmith?
slash- I am actually proficient in a lot of stuff: glass blowing, tinkering, blacksmithing.
God damn.
A lot of physical
And-
work for a rich kid
Yeah.
who spent his whole life not running from people or killing people, but in workshops.
Yeah. Construction. Behold your magnificent creations. You have broken through the blah blah. At first level, you can craft a rate of 5 gold pieces per hour. And this rate increases as shown in the Tinkerer's table. So, for example, a 3rd level can craft a 15 GP Morning Star in an hour.
So just like basic sort of weapons deal.
Yeah, but I like if I need to have the materials. I need to have a place to do it with and the tools to do it with.
Right.
And I can also make other stuff, but like it's not magical stuff though.
Okay. Yeah. Cool.
I can also make, like if I need to make stuff for my inventions, I need to like use the construction thing for that.
Oh man. Okay. So do this job, then kill Master Eye. Right. That's the plan, guys.
Yeah, until yeah, as long as if he dies and then we die, then yeah.
Fuck.
I gotta go. I got a research proposal in the morning. Y'all have a
Okay.
fantastic night.
Yeah,
You too,
I'm
man.
going to go to bed now. See ya.
See y'all next week.
I'm going to bed
Bye,
at 8
guys.
in the morning.
Oh, hey, by the way, after next week's session, I will be in court.
Oh.
Jury
Mhm.
duty.
So,
Oh, that's right,
Jury
the
duty.
jury duty.
I don't know if that's going to take up a Friday or not. I'll let you know. But just, yeah, that's a warning.
Sounds good. All right, you all have a good week. I will see
We'll
you.
try not to kill your character.
Yeah, well, I mean, okay.
Harder to kill than Emeth, and Emeth survived. So
Or
Oh,
just
shit,
open
then
up
two
and
of us
touch
might
your
be
inner bits.
Don't touch my
Um,
inner bit.
Fucking tired.
Yeah. Good night, guys.
Good night, guys.
Good night.